What is good, everybody? It is Monday night, Unscripted Logic, episode 22, the motherfucking deuce. This is Social Assassin, and I am here with the one and only
Pablo Picasso.
You know what it is. So we have pew pew. So we have some announcements. The episode tonight is not what was initially planned, which actually was last night. I was at a concert and Pablo was like, "What do you want to do for tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh, let's just do this." And then and now today things changed. A bunch of people hit us up today trying to be on the show today, which was odd. So salute Picante, salute a Stone.
Right, many people.
So we're gonna, after we run the theme song, too many people. After we run the theme song, we're gonna go into we're gonna reveal who our guest is next week, and it's gonna be a doozy, I tell you. And then and then we'll go from there. We have a little disclaimer, a little mistake we made last week that we're gonna correct real quick, and then but one time for the one time, you know what it is. We always gotta do the one time for the one time.
Woo! Come on in, y'all. Hit that like we're talking about technical battles as though they just happen. It's getting heated cause they both have passion. Pablo Picasso, social assassin. Friends dropping gems cause they know about rapping. Hop on the panel and get to why you're wrong. Debated on the channel, so on and so on. Chop it up and discuss different topics. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Come in and watch it, Unscripted Logic. Unscripted Logic. Every Monday from 6 to 9, talk battles and pick apart shitty lines. And if you're not on my side, I can change your mind if you give me time. But while you're here, you should hit the like, cause we keep it raw every Monday night. Nah, bro. No, I'm fucking telling you. Oh my god. You don't know a goddamn thing. Are you serious? You're out of your mind. Exactly. I can't fucking believe this. Oh, please. Get the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's ridiculous. Bunch of chuns and no goddamn thing. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Really? Yeah, okay, bro. Ha.
Word. So
You know what I just realized, right?
yeah,
Is that people aren't listening to the theme song because
Facts.
the views ain't matching the likes. I said,
Right.
hit that. While you're here, you should hit the like.
Hit the like, because we keep it raw every Monday night. Hit that motherfucking like button. I never ask y'all. Hit that
Never.
like button.
But the
please.
theme song says it all. So
The
hit
theme
it.
song says it all. Now look, yo, shout out to Hazy. I just actually texted you. Hazy, salute to you. Jack, salute. I'm glad that y'all two were able to, deal with your differences. And Picante, salute as always, brother. Adept, salute in the building. So since Adept is in the building, I think now is the perfect time to reveal the guest for next week's episode.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Now I don't want to take credit for this because Pablo said this to me like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And then it just, we were still like trying to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, about the guests and the timeline and shit, basically.
It's got to happen to a depth for making things happen. We got Latin motherfucking pain on Unscripted Logic, episode 23, next fucking week. Shout out to Adept. Shout out Latin Pain. Yo, this is going to be, I promise you, I already know this is going to be one of my favorite episodes.
Right.
Already know it.
Yeah, I've been said that even before this battle you had. I said it. I was like, yeah, I know it would probably be fire on the show. It's like Latin Pain would be dope.
And when I made the community post, I thought about that after. I was like, oh man, I hope Pablo's not mad at me for putting that out there, because like it was his idea, but like I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I had just seen him versus OG Capri, and I was like, yo, we gotta get him on this shit. So let's go. That shit's happening. And I saw the responses in the comments, and everybody wanted to see Latin Pain on the show. So we had 5 different people try to get on the show tonight. 5 different people try to get on the show tonight. So we had to switch some things up. We were going to do some more grind time history, but we're going to switch it up for y'all. We're going to give y'all a little virtual entertainment. So what we're
I felt like 3 weeks in a row of battle rap. I was like, I wasn't even really feeling it, to be honest.
I wasn't either. And honestly, I didn't have time today to be able to pull up all the shit that I needed to pull up for it. So but so what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna break down. We're gonna have the homie Novate come up at about 6:30, and he's gonna break down his D Money bars. And then after that, around 7:30ish, we got MME educating coming up. So Novate might still be going over, like we might still be going over the 3rd round or something like that, but then MME is gonna have some time at the end of the show too. So I think it's fire. I'm more excited about this than what we were gonna talk about. I love talking battle rap history, but like Pablo said earlier, when we were kind of discussing this and figuring out who we should bring up and what we should do, Pablo's like, well, yo, if we're gonna bring Novate up for a bar breakdown of this battle, it has to be today. And I'm like, all right. That's what it is.
Can't wait. Wait 3 weeks so people are over it, and then
and that was like what, less than an hour ago when we decided
literally
that?
like 5.
It was like an hour ago. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to say, so the thing we did last week, we were talking about some shit. We didn't plan it. We didn't like look at all of it. So while we were going over some of it, I was like, I feel like we're missing.
Well, no, I couldn't find the day 2 flyer. I couldn't find the day 2 flyer. So it was, and we both knew battles were missing. We just couldn't figure out which ones. We missed some big ones. So we're gonna go over that again in a separate video, and we're also gonna add a clip at the beginning, like a disclaimer at the beginning of that episode of Unscripted, to let people know, like, hey, we made a mistake. These battles were also on the card. Because it
was more just we overlooked it because, like you said, they weren't on the flyer, and battles changed. Because some of them I was like, those didn't happen, and I knew there were some other ones, like some of my favorite battles at the time that I've watched like 50 times. So I just knew, I'm like, something's missing here, something.
And as soon as Pablo was like, yo, we didn't mention pass verse Hollow, and I was like, oh my god, that was like my favorite battle for so long.
That was my favorite battle for like 8 years.
And then as soon as he said that, it dawned on me. I was like, yo, Conceited versus Arsenal.
Right.
And then you're like, what the fuck, man? So like we missed out, like, and we knew those battles happened at that event, but like, when you're looking at the flyers and stuff like that, I wasn't really going off my memory. I was more going off of
Well, also we covered like 6 events in one stream.
So but I promise you that will never fucking happen again.
Well, that's the unscripted aspect of it too.
I know, but we know our history too well.
Right. I fucking knew. I was like, there's a bit. I remembered the low pesci tantrum, and I was like, that definitely happened at this event because of the crowd. But I knew there was another big one that I was missing. I just felt it in my soul. I was like, bro, there's something, like a battle that I've watched 100 times that happened here that I can't think of right now. Like,
I know. I felt it too. Like when I was going over it, I was like, nah, Ilmac versus Thesaurus was not the biggest battle at that event. I know it was big at the time, but I just remember thinking, like, But I don't know. I just, yeah, but we will not overlook shit like that ever again. Ever fucking again. And I will, anytime I'm talking about the early King of the Dot history or grind time West Coast history, I'm gonna hit up Lush and make sure I got all my facts straight and all my research correct. So yo, Pablo, hold it down. I just gotta go cut my AC off.
So yeah, some good event that happened. We broke it down. You know, I did that little freestyle more for just like, I don't know, I just thought it would be like a nice little thing to add to the breakdown. And I wasn't even really gonna upload it because, like I said, I threw it together so quick that it's like, to me, it was just like, you know, there's just a little something, little freestyle. So I was debating even like putting it out, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Like I said, I think I spent longer on the thumbnail for it than the actual like bars in it or anything. So I just threw it out, and I mean, everyone was like sharing it and shit. A DME played it. I think a Dev played. I was like, damn, like if I knew everyone was gonna like play it, I was like, I probably would have spent more time on it. But it's all good. Like, it was still pretty fire, I thought.
Yeah, it was dope, especially for the amount of time that you did it in.
Yeah, literally.
Like, speaking of which, I'm gonna change the thumbnail to this right now, actually, because Pablo made a thumbnail for this episode.
But I knew once I did.
I don't put the thumbnail until after.
Right.
Usually.
Once I did put it out, I knew there was probably gonna be some people that thought like, oh, this is a clout move. Like, it had like basically didn't have anything to do with me, and I was just like doing it for clout or something. But I knew some people might think that, but I was like, whatever, I really don't give a fuck. If you know me, you know how I feel about no shows, and I just thought it was a nice little gem, and apparently it got the ball rolling on the whole where the fuck is Danny Myers shit. So
it did. It fucking did. That's a fact. So about 6:30, we'll be getting Innovate up here. So in about 15 minutes.
Right. And also I wanted to say, so we didn't plan it. He hit us up and asked if he could come up and do a bar breakdown.
At like 4:30.
At like 4:30. It wasn't our idea because, you know, we're not like, we want him up and to break it. Like, we're not, it's not like a side.
Not that we don't, but it wasn't.
Yeah, not that we don't want him up, but it wasn't like, I don't know. There was no ulterior motives or like side choosing or anything like that. He hit us up. He wanted to do it. And initially, Social was like, I feel like you should do that on Pablo's channel, which I agree with, because I was like, yeah, for the bar breakdowns in the future, if anyone wants to, just hit me up and we're going to be doing those over there. But just for this one specifically, we felt like, yeah, fuck it. Might as well have him up. Because he asked.
Yeah, because he asked, and because you know, like, look, man, that type of stuff, like the bar breakdowns, I can do those, but I actually have to sit and like write down all the bars that I hear because I won't remember them. So like, it's better for Pablo to do it because he just remembers the shit. So it's much easier for him, and also it's a lot for me with the unscripted stuff that I have to do that Pablo doesn't, like behind the scenes. So like he does all the thumbnail.
Yeah, I've been trying. I went back doing it all the time
to do that stuff. But like, and I think Pablo's a better person for it because he is better at breaking down and quoting bars. Like I literally would have to write down every dope bar, and with an Innovate battle I'd have to just write the whole round and read it out. So it's better for like Pablo to do something like that, somebody who has a better memory, you know. But we're definitely going to have this shit lit tonight with this bar breakdown because I caught what I caught, and I watched the battle 3 times, and honestly, like the second time I watched it, it looked a lot closer. But then the third time I watched it, it looked more like the first time I watched it.
Right. That's the thing with battles like that, you know. It's like I said the same thing, rewatching it. Like, well, I felt like too, I gotta be like honest. Because I knew we had like official votes and shit, that I like kept that in mind while watching it the second time and shit. So I felt like I was like
absolutely
going so hard to try to be like super fair and super unbiased that I felt like I was almost like giving more leverage to people. Because to me personally, I know it's my opinion, but also there's like maybe sometimes it's like someone's style that like I'm not a fan of maybe, but I still try to look at it like objectively, like, well, I know other people like this, so I'm not going to judge it just based on my personal preferences either, you know what I mean?
Right.
I try to be more like subjective, but yeah, watching them back, like I said, honestly, the Latin Pain OG, like I kind of had that a tie watching it again, and you know, like that just happened.
Like I said, I said that in my
right. I said I mainly have to edge it to him based on like the energy and shit, but
in my
it's the style.
breakdown and when we did the breakdown,
right? But yeah, when you got close battles like that, it's, when you watch it again, like you know, sometimes you see something different, or a bar, maybe an angle you didn't get before, or a certain bar, like, you know, maybe something else jumps out at you, or instead of just focusing on the bars, now you're looking at like this person's like delivery, their ability to be in the moment, and like maybe their defense, or like just any random shit that could stick with you more on a different watch, you know. I think that just goes to show how good they were. 10 minutes from home, don't rush.
I'm not saying like, look, in it, look, D Money.
You're cutting out.
Said it was closer, but the third time I watched it, I was D Money's dope at what he does, but like this is a clear win for Innovate to me. Like, I don't know.
I like the how to
maybe I'll feel maybe when I watch it a fourth time, I'll feel differently.
Right. You had to crutch your whole career, now you need a crutch to go up the stair. Like I like the shit like that more than, I don't know, sometimes in battles, like when people get too like angle based and I don't know what they're talking about with the angle, like I try not to just like discredit it entirely, but I also like don't know really what you're talking about. So it's like I try to just listen for the bars in the angle itself, you know. But
right. Yep. Is my audio good still, or is it?
Yeah, your audio you cut out randomly.
Yeah. I think it's this fucking headset. All right, I'm gonna have to switch to my phone. So hopefully Innovate remembers his bars, because I'm not gonna be. Or I'll just switch to my phone until Innovate comes up, and then we'll be good. Actually, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not too worried about it.
But I was thinking, like, after I was rewatching.
By next week's episode, it'll be all fixed. Next week's episode, there won't be any audio. It's this fucking headset. I know it is.
I was thinking I should do some bar breakdowns.
It's basically brand new.
Do some bar breakdowns of my shit from battles, because especially like the De Niro shit, because I feel like more people didn't see that. So do some bar breakdowns of that,
and that deserves it.
Yeah, facts. So yeah, I've been saying like I'm ready to come back outside like next month, and I don't know, some of the names people are saying, like, man, like with all due respect, like I'm not trying to battle someone that I know I could easily 30, you know, respectfully.
Yeah. Like Hazy said, I gave a gentleman's 30 to Innovate. D Money did his numbers right. That's how I feel. But the second time I watched it, I did give D Money the second round. But the third time I watched it, I'm like, you know. And that's no hate to D Money, man. He did his thing. But
I think it was just because it was
Innovate, just that.
Because it was close. It's almost like we just like wanted to give him a round because they were close anyway, you know?
Yeah, that's really what it was. But I actually felt like the second was kind of clear for watch it, but then I'm like, I don't know. But it's a great battle. It just shows the difference. Like it shows the levels.
Right. I've watched it like 5
really
times.
Is Innovate really is on a different level than a lot of people in this virtual community, and it's okay to lose to Innovate.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
that's a fact. I did do a live last night. I was gonna break down the RBE card and shit, and I didn't really plan on being alive that long. But then Danksta pulled up, so I had her come up and did a impromptu combos with Pablo with Danksta. But I know DME was live and shit too, so I didn't like plan it out. I didn't schedule it, and I didn't plan on doing it, but it just kind of happened. But if you haven't seen that after over here, maybe you should go check that out, because that was pretty dope too. Hitting a stray in a third, yeah. I mean, I kind of figured Jack was gonna get some strays in this event.
Yeah, for sure. I was surprised Luke Kane didn't have any bars for me.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, was that a delayed? Are you
a little
hearing
bit,
like delayed? Dude, this is pissing me off. I'm gonna switch to my phone.
Yeah, I don't think we need to play.
You still in the chat? Innovate, you still in the chat?
I don't think we need to play his rounds. If he's gonna break the bars down anyway, he can just wrap them and then break it down, because he's gonna have to wrap the bar anyway to break it down. I feel like so.
Right.
Instead of playing it, have him wrap it, then break it down. Just have him and go line by line with it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna drop out, hold it down for a minute, and I'll be right back from my phone.
Yeah, no problem. Right. Yeah, fuck it. We don't need to pull anything out this episode. It's all good. But yeah, I don't know if y'all heard it either. I'm working on this little like reggae tune. I dropped like a minute of it so far. Little sneak peek. That's gonna be fire. Yeah, I'm working on a lot of shit right now. But yeah, so I was saying most of the shit I dropped, like the Danny Myers freestyle, the even the shit with Picante, those were all like I got the beat, pulled it up, and was done within like 10 minutes. And like, you know, I didn't write any of it down. I never like put pen to pad. I didn't like none of that. I just went off energy or what had the beat playing. I just started spitting the first thing that came to me. So, you know, if you fuck with those, then you should know that when the next shit I'm doing, actually like sitting down writing songs for the EP and shit, like, and better quality, because I've been doing it all on my phone right now. Like I said, I didn't even have a mic or anything. So, but I like that type of shit. I get inspired. I hear like a rap ref diss track or something, like the shit he drops, and it's like the stuff Mariah was doing. I know some of the dishes she's done, she just like does on her phone and shit. So to me, it's like, if you're a rapper and you have the means, if you got a fucking phone, like why not just fucking spit on some shit real quick. Out of the love of it, the MC of it, you know. But obviously there's always some people in the chat like, ooh, this is and I'm not talking about just me, like the D-Money diss and everything. Some people like, this is trash and that has nothing to do with them, and why are they getting involved? And it's like, all right, whatever. It's we're rappers, bro. We're fucking rappers. Like,
facts.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But I feel like, we need this bar breakdown for real.
Yeah, we do. He'll be here soon. He'll definitely be here soon. So I'm gonna cam down.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, man. This is gonna be a dope bar breakdown. You can hear me better now, right? It's like yeah. There's something going on with either the fucking where like the jack that the headphones plug into, or the actual headphones themselves. But either way, will all be fixed before next Monday. But we're good. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I know it's not my Wi-Fi, because I just got a brand new fucking router. I was a cable guy for 10 years. My signal's strong. I know what the shit is. So like, it's gotta be the port for the headphones, or the headset themselves.
Right.
But all right, man. So we got Innovate coming up very, very, very soon. In the meantime, in between time, Pablo, what, like, you got anything that happened that you want to talk about? I mean,
I mean, there's all kinds of shit I'm seeing, like
well,
like
outside of battle rap type
oh,
shit.
outside of battle rap.
Yeah, like I had some. So, babe, what was the story I was gonna tell?
I mean, Trump got shot.
Huh?
I said Trump got shot.
Yeah.
So, but
Facts.
I mean, whatever.
Nah, but not, or anything in general, man. Battle
Well,
rap
I
don't
seen
matter.
fucking 40 bars and Yoshi. Like, it's supposed to have a boxing match apparently.
Yeah, I'm like,
They
bro,
said
it's
Snake Eyes and Stumbles, and to me, I was like, wait a minute, are they jacking virtual shit again? They saw this like boxing match and they're like, yeah, let's do that too. Like, what the fuck?
well, at least that one makes sense, because they actually had beef and fought. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, that one actually makes sense. But Yoshi versus 40, like, like 40's from Boston. She's gonna fuck Yoshi up.
I don't know. Did you watch the face-off shit for it?
I don't know, man. Look, man. Maybe not all right, in a street fight, she would fuck Yoshi up. Maybe not. Maybe not in a boxing match. But I don't know. Yoshi's tiny, bro.
I mean, what does that mean, though?
Actually, it means nothing.
Right.
But I don't know. She just doesn't seem like, and she's said it mad times before, that like she's not a fighter. I don't know. I just
right. I don't know. 40 was like, I think she was like coked up and was like screaming and fucking seemed all like over aggressive for no reason and shit. So I was like, I don't know if that's an indication of how you're gonna fight. Like, you never fight off emotion in a like boxing match.
Right. Yeah,
But,
I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, I honestly, like, I'm not even like really interested in that. I guess Shotgun Suge's putting. Oh, Av is boxing someone too.
really? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think Av is boxing Shotgun Suge, actually. Yeah, Av is boxing Shotgun Suge.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like what like maybe Math and Diz or something. Aside from that, like, why do I give a fuck about these? Like,
Right.
You can't make people care about your battles, so now you're gonna box each other. Like, I don't know. That's fucking corny to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. Shout out to them if they actually have the balls to do it, I guess.
Hazy, I probably am too. To be real, might as well.
Yeah, why not?
But mine will be on beat for sure.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I might do on. I mean, I feel like
I might do an acapella and on beat.
Why not?
Fuck
Why
it.
not? Fuck it. Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because I named the like this 2 ode.
Yeah,
and I didn't even like use that scheme at all in the thing, but basically it's because he's always like, I'm too cold.
Right.
But it's like 2 ode, like you got 2 ode, but also you owe us 2 battles, like 2 ode. So it was a triple. 2 ode.
And you're too old.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're too old. And you got 2 ode. Stuck 2 battles, so that's 2 ode.
That's a quadruple.
A fucking quadruple, bro. And I didn't even use it.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
But no, what's funny is all the rhyme scheme I did during the whole thing. How you were a family man that don't live an honest life, cheating on his wife. Ironically, all happens to rhyme with August 9th.
Yep. Hilarious.
Oh, fuck.
So, MME hasn't gotten back to me, so I'm not 100% sure if he's gonna pop up, but he might. If he does, it'll be around 7:30ish. So
right,
we got Innovate coming any minute. Pause, if necessary. I don't give a fuck about that pause shit. No, yeah, I don't give a fuck about that pause shit.
To be arriving shortly.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. But speaking of Innovate, this is crazy, and Innovate knows that I'm not like, this is not a diss to him. But right after the Loso and Innovate battle, I found this strain called Super Boof. And anyone who's been watching me knows that I found that strain, and it was fire. So I've been able to get it consistently, and that's what I'm smoking right now, because I've been getting it consistently, and it's absolute fire. It's my favorite strain right now.
Puffing on that Super Boof.
What if you had to boof some Super Boof?
Oh my god.
What if you had to Super Boof some Super Boof?
And the Super Boof?
Yo. Yo, nah. But chill, social. Chill.
Social. Chill. Right.
But nah, yeah, man, it honestly is like, it's definitely one of my favorite strains. Probably like one of my 2-3 favorite strains right now. It's like that the shit called Cap Junkie. Those are my 2 favorites right now. I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. But those are my 2 favorites right now.
So who do you think I should battle?
Well,
in
September, that's when the card is. Oh, well, fuck. That kind of fucked up my plans. So
I mean, I don't know.
It depends. Like, well, Seizure, obviously.
Right. But if he's not ready to come back, yeah.
I don't know. Just not Innovate.
Yeah. People said bumpy bars, but I went and watched some of him, and I was like, meh. Like, he just yells.
John. I like.
Yeah, but I mean,
what about Gullah?
I'd battle Gullah. Yeah.
I think that would be a good battle.
I mean, it's no disrespect to John. Like, it's just whatever happened with this last one. Like, sorry, but I'm not taking that risk. I need someone that I know is gonna be there, and like, I'm not saying it wasn't a legit situation, but I gotta see him do one more, or like, and Latin Pain too. I felt like I gotta see him do a 3-rounder first, like, respectfully,
Right.
Because to me, like, I don't know, if you look at my resume and like pull up, I fucking just look at Verse Tracker, and actually I have two different Verse Tracker pages.
Right.
And my average views and shit, like, I only got one battle under 1,000, I think, and so really, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to just battle anyone just because, like. Because people are like, oh, I think this would be good, and even though it's like, bro, I would body this dude. Like, why would I even waste my time writing ref me? Yeah, that would be a good battle. Yeah. See, there's some that makes sense, is what I'm saying. Like, some battles just don't make it. Like, what, people just want to see it because they want to see me body them. Like, I don't know. To me, I'm like, I've had stronger competition and bigger names that I wrote for on the way to the venue, either like all fucked up on drugs or like withdrawing, showed up with writtens I wrote on the way and still won. So I'm not trying to battle people that aren't even on that level. And like, now that I'm in a good headspace and like we'll prepare ahead of time. Like, to me, it's like, it's not even close, like, respectfully, So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
yeah,
I mean, I'm not ducking anyone, but it's got to make sense too.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely.
Or if I did do some other, like, I would do if it was, like, short notice, if someone backed out or something. You know what? I think I'm just going to start writing, like, a universal round. And that way, for any card where someone doesn't show up, I'll just fucking pull up and spit on
that. Rio. Hazy said Rio.
Yeah, no, I would definitely battle Rio.
But I think for your next battle, like, I think, yeah, like a Gullah or maybe even a rap ref, like.
Right.
But yeah.
But I know he's taking a break right now too. So.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, it's fire. Someone said when you were talking about who we should have on the show, someone said Mariah, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
no one's ever said that before. But actually, I was like, that would be fire because.
No, I've said it before, but
no, I know. I'm saying no. Like every time we ask, like who should come up. That was the first time I seen someone say her, and I was like, that would be just as fire as like the Adept one and shit because Mariah's been watching for so long, and so I'd love to hear her opinion on like old classic battles.
And that's the thing what people mistake. Sorry to cut you off, but I just want to say right there because it applies to what you're saying is like I feel like a lot of people think that when we bring up guests that it's always it's never an interview. Like Rap Ref, that was kind of an interview because he had stuff to get off his chest, but like we want like when we brought Adept up, we talked battle rap history. Like that's the type of shit we want to do. Like I already interviewed DME, so if he comes on Unscripted Logic ever, it's gonna be a conversation about something that we're all interested in. So it would be dope to get Mariah up here.
Yeah, because I'd love to hear like the female perspective of being in battle rap and shit.
Right. Especially, battling like on the West Coast and battling people like RX earlier, like before RX was even.
And her like anybody. Inside Queen of the Ring and shit. Like, I mean, she don't have to talk about it, whatever, but you know, just the era of the, you know, her experiences and shit.
But you know, if she so Mariah, it's an open invitation. If you ever want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. We have a lot of people wanting to come on the show right now, so we're having to plan episodes like months out, like or at least a month out. But like, yeah, man, we could definitely lock something in for sure.
Right. Well, then because of this,
because that also got a fuck ton of likes. That comment.
Right.
So
I know. Like the Seizure and Real Deal one, like we didn't like double book it. We figured Real Deal would only come up for a little bit. So after that, we're like, oh, we shouldn't double book on one episode. But then we were talking about it. We're like tonight, for instance, we're like, well, if Innovate's gonna come up, like, should we have another guest? Or like, what's a fucking 3-hour show? And if you watch like late night shows, they always have 2 guests and shit. So I was like, I think, you know, certain episodes having 2 people on, like one person does like an hour, another person does an hour. I'm like, that's kind of dope. Like
they do it on like the late night shows, where in those are only an hour, and they bring up 2 guests and a band. So like,
right.
You know, Jack, not yet, but I definitely reached out. That would be fire. Pablo, I told you. I'll put it in the back chat, but I told you before.
Right. Yeah, I threw a couple suggestions out there. People that I'm like pretty sure we could get, you know.
Oh, there's definitely like there's y'all don't even know. Like there's a lot of people that I could get. I just, you know.
Yeah, that would be fire.
It's just hard like to like, even when I tell them like, look, it's a 3-hour show, but you don't have to be up there the whole time. It still kind of like turns them off a little bit.
Right.
Because they know how it is. Because they know they will end up being stuck up there for 3 hours. So,
but like I said, I watched Nardwar do like a TED talk, and basically he was just saying like, look, the best advice that I could give is like, it doesn't hurt to ask. The worst thing they can say is no. And he's like, that's how I got some of my biggest interviews. I just asked them, you know? So since then, we've reached out to some big names, not just in battle rap, but like in music in general. And they responded, you know, they didn't just ignore it. Then, you know, they were like, oh, maybe, you know, like if maybe go through my manager, or, you know, we're trying to not have to like pay to get people on, you know.
And even if we have to pay, it's more of like hey, like fuck your management, just take this money.
Yeah. Like we'll do it. Yeah, because I'm not opposed to throwing some money down to get bigger guests. It's
right. And I've gotten a lot of great interviews, and I've never paid for one, but there are, you know, I'd be willing to pay for a few interviews. We actually reached out to a major artist.
That's what I was talking about.
And he responded, and he was like, "Look, man," he's like, "You can even message my management team, and they'll tell you I never do interviews." He's like, "I haven't done interviews in like 15 years." He's like, I honestly, I wish I could say yes, but I just know that I won't end up doing it. He's like, today I might feel like, yeah, that would be cool, but like the day it comes,
doesn't want to commit to it.
Yes. And I totally, he wrote me a whole paragraph back, and this is a major artist.
Our outlook on it was basically like, yeah, if we got to like, you know, eventually throw a little money towards a bigger name, but also I was saying, like, just the fact that we had like a Lush or Real Deal on, like, that's something that you could, like, other people can look to. You can show them, like, oh, look, we've had these guests, and like, oh, okay, they'll be more likely. Just like Math Hoffa said when he started, he said for every like battle rapper he asked that said no, an industry dude said yes, and that's like kind of how he built his show up, or any show. Once they see that you get one big guest, you could point to that and say, oh, well, this dude did the show, and they'll be more likely to, you know what I'm saying? So
yep, exactly.
What's up, bro? What's up?
It's poppin'. What's going on, homies? Ain't nothing.
We got MME in the building, yo. And Novate still hasn't pulled up yet, but we got MME in the building. What is good, G?
Ain't nothing, Kings. Ain't nothing, brothers. Nah, I was like, I just seen y'all popping up. I'm starting to look at the I was just relaxing. I got a quick little, it's like a side half an hour class. That's why I said 7:30, but I was free up in the time, and I think I was right at 6:30. I was waiting by my phone, and I'm like, all right, I think y'all gonna go a little later. So or at 6 o'clock, I mean, whenever it's supposed to start. And then I looked away, and then I realized that y'all just started like 2 or 3 minutes later. So I said I was gonna try to come on earlier and then just jump back on 7:30. But nah, it was good though. I'm all chilling. I'm just relaxing. Salute all y'all. Jack, what's going on? Wait, somebody just had a bar too. But what up, Jack? Jack, you know what the thing about you too, Jack? Like, I just respect like the comedy of everything overall right now. At first, I was like wilding. I've been meaning because that whole sympathy thing. I don't even know if this ever got covered of it, but I'm a fan of Jack from the chat. And when he coming up, it's the comedy. It'd be hilarious. But that whole stuff, when the whole sympathy, I hope that everything got cleared up. But I see the comedy in it now. Like I'm beyond that now. A lot of this stuff is like DNA too. Like, how can you get mad if you just change your perspective about it? But I don't even know if I just brung that up. It's like a kind of my pops. I found out my pops died today. Not to just throw random stuff out there.
Oh,
rest in peace, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's the first time I'm saying it. But really,
oh shit. Well, we both lost.
No, it's respect. I'm literally like, I'm not. It put me in a destructive type of mode, and I wasn't. It was the first time it threw me off a little bit. Like I felt like it was a rage, not at anybody specifically, but the first thought I had of my pops was, damn. Like I used to lie to my friends, like from school. They came to my crib. They'd be like, yeah, where your father? I don't see your pops. Everybody knew he was a crackhead on my block, but my school was like 8 blocks away. So I was like, oh yeah, there he go right there. I ain't gonna lie, like at that age, I guess 8, 9, I didn't really know who Martin Luther King was. So we had a picture of like 3, it was a picture of 3 civil rights leaders. And Nelson Mandela, I think somebody else. But Martin Luther King was there. I didn't know what it was at that time. I was like, yeah, there he go right there. And then like years later,
that's my pops. That's my pops right there.
Yeah.
My friends was like, yeah, we seen that on the Black History Month thing, and we knew you was lying, but they ain't ever say nothing. But it was like a known thing. He was like he went from selling to using. He was one of those, like, I don't know, like when
it happens.
If you ain't got gloves on specifically too, I don't know how the specific case was. That's when I learned about that. Like if you just cooking and that stuff go through your pores, you kind of develop like a taste or a lust for it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of wild stuff that happened with that. So the fact that all these dark kind of memories came up and everything was tied to like that time of my life, like I just had like it just felt I kept saying like, damn, like if I was outside right now this would be one of them times where like I would want somebody to do something to me so I could just
right, hoping someone,
Hell yeah. That's how I felt for a while, bro.
Harsh reality. It's a harsh reality. But that one, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna say this too. I'm about to go. I'm gonna come back though. But I got a quick half an hour. When I got a little,
you're good.
Yeah, I got a little half an hour session. I'm gonna jump back there. And they just cleared my Monday, so I don't know. I mean, by like Wednesday, I'm a solidify because I don't like them playing around like that. Like I like to have a solid, at least one day where I know this. I got some solid time.
Yeah.
But no, the main thing I was really saying though, what I was getting at with that is once I like got through that whole process and realizing like family could drown you with misery while you alive. Like I'm saying it too. Like I just told you. Matter of fact, let me say it again. Rest in peace to my father and everybody out there. No matter if you were under any type of drugs before, like you know how that stuff. And I was around a bunch of hustlers, so that was viewed like you would, once he had that jacket on him, it was just like a poison, basically. It was kind of like how they look at a snitch, to be honest, now that I think about it.
Right. Yep.
It's kind of crazy. I never thought about it. But he kind of got, once he got that blacked out type of thing, the family. Now, I still was one of them people who was like, nah, that's still your father. I never really changed that until he spazzed on me. But what happened is that all of the family were basically same thing. Yeah, you know, stay away from him. He no good. Deadbeat, crackhead, alcoholic, all that, you know. And I realized that the second that they telling me about all this, it's like, oh, you guys, we want to go to Diana. We're gonna go see him for the funeral. What do you think we should do? And it's like a plan. And I'm just like, I can't subscribe. I don't understand it. How I just don't understand the fake stuff. That's for me. Like that. If it's fake and it's not a purpose. Like I said, if I could look at something as like maybe comedic or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're saying something fake for right now because you got some major purpose. You might, hey, I'm lying to these people right now because of nuclear, Russia I don't even know how I said that, but a bomb about to come from another rival place, but we don't want to tell them. We're gonna say, hey, yeah, we just doing some airplane drills in the sky. That type of lie from a military standpoint, I get that. I absolutely get that. There's things that the public really can't know. It crushes the system. So temporarily, I kind of understand that, but eventually you still got to tell the truth. And like to see my family take that step, it was like, damn, like what type of stories are going to tell about me? That's the first thing I thought about. And I'm the black sheep of the black sheeps. Like the black sheeps of the family look at me as the black sheep. The only thing is like my intellect and the fact that I'm open with everybody, like I'm not scared to talk about anything. That's the only reason why we bond like that, me and my family. But we don't like, that's the type of stuff that I just thought about. Like, I feel like I gotta be that the oddball in them situations, but nah, like this is somebody, and I didn't say this, but let me just say this to make myself clear. I love everybody. I love regular. This is somebody who said, you're not I looked him in his face after I saved his life. That's a whole nother story. When I come back, if y'all want to, I could talk about that. But I saved his life literally on some street shit. And while he was like, yeah, it was like the first time it was like in public. Everybody had to see me and him interact while he was on drug. You know, he was high. But he told me, not on that situation, later on in life, he looked me in my eye and said, listen, you trying to save me and talk to me and get the family together. You're not my son. Get out of here. And I was like, wait, what? Not like, you're not my, like, he was basically saying it like you already chose your mom's side. Like, you already on there. I was always mutual. That was like up until 3 years ago, really. That's kind of how my thing was, trying to like bring everybody together. Even like in the streets, that was always my whole thing. Like, it makes no sense for the rivalries, literally brothers and cousins on opposite sides, and just because of that, all of a sudden that's literally, even in New York, that stupidness was happening. So I was always about that, and then with the family as well, it just always was nonsense. So because I was like still with my mom's side, because I could have still, like when we split, I was old enough, I was in the streets, but it was a crack house. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, if you know how crack even smell, like that's that house. That's what that house was. The house that I grew up in. So I wasn't staying in that house, especially at that age I was at. So he was like, yeah, you chose sides basically, and I'm not your son, and I'm not your father. And this is years after I saved his life. And before that, like I said, he wasn't speaking. I'm talking to y'all right now. How long I was up here? Like 10 minutes? It's the longest I can remember us ever having a conversation that I can remember.
That's great.
It is. So it's like I don't see how everybody is like, I mean, whatever. I don't know. It's about to get a little crazy, I guess, with the family because, like I said, the destruction is not. I'm not at nobody, but if you come at me now and you say something, like I said, I'm not lying. If I was outside and somebody made a mistake and stepped on my sneakers and didn't say nothing, I would use that as an excuse. That's just the reality right now. Like that's the destructive feeling I feel, and not like I said, it's the fakeness is what I be mad at. I can't unless there's a purpose to it. I get like anti that type of stuff, but
we're with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just speaking right. I'm just going off, but like I want to say too before I know Innovate I wanted to catch Innovate too. That whole no compromise card fire. That was really fire. From Bankster to like every single situation. I'm like, yo, it's impressive moments, and what Rio did with that solo.
Oh my god,
no, bro. But I don't know what y'all gonna say about Innovate, but I that was fire.
Yo, we did do a breakdown about it on Pablo's channel the day after it happened. So that's in his live section if you want to go check that out.
I gotta catch up.
A lot of people really fucked with the way we broke the card down. So
I love that.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout outs to that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was hard to call battler of the night. We had it between Rio and Innovate, and it was hard because Rio's opponent didn't show up and stuff, but the performance he put on and the layers and the angle, like, oh my god.
It was so clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so fucking clean. Like that's the only, like, trust me, I even said it, like, I'll be real. I'm always real. I wanted to give it to Innovate. I wanted Innovate to win that pot. But like I'm like, you know what? I can't. I just can't because Rio was a lot cleaner, and they were both kind of at the same level. So it's like if Innovate didn't have the minor stumbles and stuff, if he was more clean, I definitely would have given it to Innovate. But
Bro, I couldn't believe when I think it was like 10 Rack posted, like he had all these different polls. And he said, what do you rate Rio's bars at the no compromise? And 1 got like 46%. I was like, that's 1? Crazy. If that's a 1, I should just stop writing altogether.
They rated it as a 1, 46%?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No,
that's almost half. Was that the majority of the votes?
In between that poll was like 1 through 5, and then the other one was like 6 through 10, and that one 8. Like they've rated it an 8, but some people said 1. I'm like, bro, if that's a 1, then I don't know, man. I don't know.
Facts. No, that was with that moment. You see, because I just remember he said something about he got into the bag where he said, and that July.
Like, Oh my god.
Yo, but Innovate though. For me. That's why I say the same thing. It was hard. It was hard. As soon as I heard about that battle tonight, I was glad that they said let's think about that, because that wasn't that you can't even OG Capri.
Right.
That was solid. Loso, everybody, but when Innovate did though, the third round when he the truck pass. Wait, I was just watching the whole thing. Like the truck passing, he's saying it. I'm gonna come back to this, and he's still rebuttaling.
Right.
Rebuttal while he got back to it, freestyle weight, and then he just kept. I'm like, nah, that's elite. That's
different. That's different.
Freestyle in the middle of a round is the hardest shit to do, man.
And he said, but let me get back to where I started at while I'm rapping in the starter. So that was great. But Hazy, you're right. That is the best Rio I've ever seen. So I didn't understand because, like he said, there's so many layers. Like he said. What rhymes with Crisis? You don't really know who Christ is. If the rapture happened right now, you'd be a flight risk. You think you'd be an undercover like White Rick? But we'll see what happens in life. Yeah, I was like, White Rick, White Boy Rick, undercover.
So many people miss that White Boy Rick.
If the rapture happened right now, you'd be a flight risk. What? And then he had this other scheme that was like, he's like, something, I'll throw the book at you. He said, open carry, Stephen King. Open carry, Stephen King. Like the book. I was like, what? Like, bro, if you don't get that, if you don't understand.
The book carry, written by Stephen King. Like, bro.
But those are the type of people that think, like, the Caucasian. They'll like that dumb shit just because someone performs it. It's like the line don't even make sense, but just because you like over animate the delivery, that's fire, even though the line don't make sense. But then shit that's like layered perfectly, could not have worded it better. It's like that's a want. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Jack too, but and two. Well, I say this last thing before I'm like I said, I'm gonna come right back. But Adept, I was right about to say something about Adept too. That's my last word. I officially feel like, especially what you just said, Pablo, with that one. What you giving that Rio? That would, I don't even understand that. I think it's just hate on this, what's going on this virtual thing, but they don't realize that makes people want to support it more. Like we don't rock with that other. Even with that Hitman holla, like I say right now, I'm saying right now, I feel like there's something behind that. There got to be, because the Mook battle happened, this is probably staged, but maybe it is real. But I say that there's a lot of energies out there. Like I don't trust nothing, but I think that this is a wave that they can't stop, and it's just gonna keep getting better.
Right. Because it's look, you can have your preference, and you can like a style more, but to just say like someone does writing like that, like I don't know, to me that's undeniable. You can like a different style all you want, but to call that a one is like, that's just fucking insane. There's like some cognitive dissonance or something going on there. That's not, you're not looking at the bars themselves, because if someone else came out and rapped that same material, you'd be saying they're the fucking GOAT. So I don't get it,
Yes, and then I did say salute to Pablo for that diss track, but also when I seen Rio do that solo, because even though Luke Kane and Loso did their own thing too, that was fire. Even shout outs to ME too. This was a fight. This was really underrated. This was underrated. This was
ME was the highlight of the event for me, for real.
And with the notice, I haven't heard that in a while. That's like what Pablo said. He just decided to do that. Sometimes you get pure magic like that, but the whole event now about this whole Danny thing, like that when I was seeing Rio, that's what a lot of these events would do better if they just pay the rapper to rap that round. You never know what's gonna happen. That was entertaining. Like I forgot about Crisis and Danny Myers while I was watching that because of that. It was just potent.
That's what I was saying. Even with the what could have been downsides, even with the people not showing up, like it didn't feel like detrimental to the car. Like you said, I forgot these people were supposed to be there because I was so entertained.
That's why you got to watch the breakdown we did on Pablo's channel.
Definitely.
We talked about all that same shit that you just said. Like,
I'm gonna zone out tonight, definitely. I'm gonna zone out tonight. But I'll be back. I'm gonna come back. I'll be back. I'll just come up. Pull me up whenever. But I'm watching regardless. But salute to the chat to all y'all, Hazy Jack, Adapt, everybody, man. Do y'all thing. Keep banging. I'm gonna see y'all, brothers.
Salute, bro. Salute. You can, man.
That was dope.
Shout out to MME, man.
The unscripted aspect.
We still gotta wait for Novate.
But I do want, so like I was saying, they like rated Rio a 1, right, on his performance, which I'm like, either you didn't watch it or this is just like troll accounts or someone switching to all their different accounts to go over and vote, because the battle like didn't even happen, right? But people like, he had one poll like, oh, who's a better battler, and they had like a list, and people voted like Crisis over Rio. I'm like, that's fucking insane to me. But I mean, like I said, I feel like it was just like burner accounts going over there and voting and shit, because like, this is fucking wild, bro. He didn't even show up, but yeah, he's better. Like, come on, I don't
know. Yeah, it's crazy.
The event was a disaster. So, right? What? How, bro? How? I know. I saw him saying, he's like, how you gonna have two people pull up and rap towards each other when their opponents didn't show? What do you mean? I've seen that happen a couple times, even in person. They've done that when two people's opponents didn't show up. They just spit their bars like they're battling each other, but with the material they have for someone else. Like,
he really thinks he's like this fucking gifts from God. Like, bro, like, I want to box Crisis too, but Adept, obviously you get first dibs. But like, man,
well, the funny thing is,
he heals up, I want.
When he first started talking crazy on me, I literally said, I go, all right, you'd never say that in person. And he's like, yeah, I would. I go, dude, pull up then. And he goes, I will. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's never gonna fucking happen. But
I would pay for his flight here and back to box me for sure.
But I think it is a lot of just because, you know, people trolled. They trolled and trolled and trolled, and like he started to believe it. You know, even though, like we said, we went back to the footage, and it's like you lost this, but dude, the Cino, the God battle, like I said, that's one of the biggest bodies I've ever fucking seen. Maybe not even in virtual, just in battle rap.
Yeah,
period.
it was a fucking body.
That was a body,
was.
bro. But people
I didn't like.
trolling.
There was a couple things I didn't like that Cino did, but he bodied Crisis for real.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
But
And
he
it's
showed
like,
different level, like bro.
like Caesar beat him, Cino beat, like I
Caesar
don't know.
definitely beat him.
To me, it's like, have you ever actually won a battle? And also, have you ever had any like standout material ever? Have you ever had a haymaker or like I don't know. I'm not trying to turn it into like a shitting on someone fest, but it's just weird to me.
Like even though I fucked up, my material was way better than his.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way better.
I don't know. I just don't, like I said, it's like you can have a preference, you can like different shit, but there does come to a point of like delusion, you know?
Yeah, and that's what it
like,
is. He's delusional.
Well, yeah, it's crazy to me, but you know, I think we peeped it early, you know, and we've been consistent from day one.
Yep. Yeah.
And like I said, that was like
time.
one of the main reasons why I wouldn't bet, no matter what the offer was. It was just like I just don't agree, and I felt like dude's a fraud, and if I agree to battle him and put my name next to him, I'm like promoting him one way or the other, whether I like it, no matter how fire I am, no matter if 97% of the people said I bodied him, it didn't matter because, you know, people could just troll and say he won, and just putting my name next to his is like promoting him, whether you like it or not. Yeah. It's a collaboration effort, so that's why I was like, no.
Can someone share this stream and tag Innovate, please?
He was in here.
I know. I don't know what he said. He said I'll be home in 10 minutes. Like,
yeah, hopefully he's good.
5 minutes ago.
I mean, either way, MME could pull back up.
I messaged him and was like, "Is everything good? Hopefully you didn't get jumped on the subway or something."
Damn.
Well, I don't know. You know, shit happens.
Right. It does. Yeah, shit happens. Yeah, it's like I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Usually we try not to, especially on Unscripted, to like go anywhere like that with it.
Yeah. So
it's just like on a purely battle rap aspect, you know.
Right.
Just talking battles and skill level with your battling. Like,
we don't bring any of the drama or bullshit to Unscripted. This is
right.
This is different.
But mainly it was more about giving Rio his flowers than like, you know, shit. Because I'm just saying, like, how can you? I don't know, a 1 out of 10, like, bro, come on. If there's anyone in virtual and there's any performance in virtual that you could never say was a 1, it was Rio's material in this battle. Like, that's fucking insane to me.
Absolutely.
So I felt like that just goes to show. When I saw that, I was like, bro, I hope that's like burner accounts, because if there's people that really think that, then that's fucking, like, that's sad. That makes me go, wait, is this the audience that would be performing for? Is this the audience that would be digesting my material? Because that makes me go, oh, wait a minute, like, damn. You know, that's sad to me, because as a fan for so long, and like, you know, I just don't get it, because people say like Lux is the GOAT. And then it's like, but Rio's that material's a 1. Like, I don't know. It just seems like, I said, like some cognitive dissonance going on, or it's like more about the person and themselves as opposed to the bars or something.
Yeah. I just want to say real quick, thank you, Volcano. That was a great episode. We did miss a couple things that we have to correct about that episode last week, but I appreciate you watching it. And yes, it has been 15 years since Grizzle 1.
That's crazy.
And we are going to be talking about Grizzle 1 and 2
very soon.
We just wanted to keep it like kind of like in order. Yeah, I know that it's just like yeah, I don't know. It's always weird to me because I'm like, well, why are you even over here then if you don't even like battle rap? Like,
right.
Because to me, that's like what the problem with like mainstream battle rap is too. A bunch of people that, you know, they like came into it and it's like they're not even like fans of the shit. So it's different. Like when me and Social talk about the shit, we're talking as fans for so long, and the shit with that we're like, you know, we're dissatisfied with as longtime viewers and shit. But
We've
other
been
people,
fans of this shit too fucking long to accept bullshit. That's just what it is.
But then to see, basically, it's like, yeah, it's just like trolls. It's like, really? Like, there's how many other communities can you go to if you just want to talk nonsense or shit on shit like it? I don't know. To pick battle rap, it seems like it's just like a beacon for fucking weirdos, man. Like, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean just the virtual, like battle rap itself. Always, it's like.
And there's a lot of weirdos in virtual, but there's a lot of cool motherfuckers too.
Right. But I feel like, I mean, with any community, I feel like it's just one of those things where
NO's back.
People that they go place to place, like trying to be accepted, and then they wind up coming over to the battle rap sector, which is like, you know, it's like we're better off without you. Like, fuck off.
Yep. All good, Innovate. Just make sure your Wi-Fi good and you got your you got some headphones, hopefully. But yeah, man, just make sure you mute up like while we're talking, so that way there's no like echo while, you know what I mean. But you know what to do.
Right. Yeah,
Innovate's audio is always messing up, and like he tries so hard to fix it, but it just never
that's what I'm saying. He just needs to take that battler pot and go buy some headphones or something.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
So look, we got the motherfucking man of the night. We about to break down his bars from No Compromises. Shout out to Restore Order and Adept HNIC, and shout out to the motherfucking GOAT. We got Innovate in the motherfucking building.
Re-innovate.
Oh,
you got the headphones, bro. You got the
headphones. Yo, you heard? I'm trying to step it up a little bit.
There we go.
Re-innovate. Yo, Pablo, you just cracked me up, bro. But salute. So I might be tapping on when the train go by. I'm out, like right now.
Yeah, you good.
Now, do you remember your rounds by heart? Still?
And I did, but as virtual artists, man, that's something y'all got to give yourself credit for, man. What we do is very tough, bro. Because we don't just remember our rounds by heart, but we got to deal with we know we dealing with the chat. We know we got the panel watching us. We got the other person in the screen trying to mess us up. Like, it's not easy, bro.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Now, the reason I asked that, because shout out to the train. The reason I asked that is because I'm not on my laptop right now, so I can't pull up the battle. So, but if I have to, I can switch back to my laptop and do so. But can you break down your bars without me playing the battle? Is that possible?
I would like to break down some bars that were kind of convoluted. Yeah, definitely.
So
there's one.
So would you rather me pull up the battle and play it so you can break it down, or?
I didn't get what you said, Social.
Would you rather because it's I'm on my phone right now, so I'd have to switch to my laptop to pull up the battle. Can you break down your rounds without me playing the battle, or do you need me to switch to my laptop?
No, I can break it down.
Yeah. Okay. Better anyway.
Okay. See, that's
if the people want to hear it. Yeah, we want to hear it like that, because I can tell you from the beginning to the end but that'll take a long time, bro.
I'd rather that though, but you know what? We still got 2 hours, bro.
So let's say the first round. The first round, man. The first round was one like bro. I'm the type of person that remember my rounds from the first round. So that's why I go first. Cause that gives me an edge to where I don't have to rebuttal and try to. So I give the money props on going second and having 3 rebuttals. I don't know if people notice that when you go second, you got to have a rebuttal.
Yep.
You got to rebuttal all 3 rounds. But in my first D Money round,
Innovate real quick. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but you're crackling a little bit. Am I the only one hearing that?
No, I hear it too. Maybe just like twist the jack that's plugged in the phone a little bit. Just make sure it's plugged like all the way in.
Yeah, unplug the headphones.
Get a little closer.
Until I got the headphone closer to me, right?
Oh, there you go. There you can do it like that. Yeah, there you go. That's
better. So man, that first round was that first round. I started off by saying, "Let's go." It's not a game. But I don't want to do it like I can't do it here, bro.
Yeah. At the train, right?
All right, let me.
I'm gonna walk down the street with y'all, and I'm gonna go to where I actually did the freaking battle. But everything was cool, man. The bar was all right, bro. There was only one bar that's very important to me, and that was that Nemo bar when I was like that fish bar. I'm sure that was a bar to where people was like, "What the fuck was he talking about?" That's when I was like, "I'm the virtual king. Anybody can die." I think that verse I said, "I'm the virtual king. Anybody can die." A hearse isn't need. They be searching for people when I hide them. The ditch is wide. They still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. So sometimes, but if I choke a little bit, I'll just keep going. So you'll never know. So that bar was supposed to go, "I'm the virtual king. Any person can die. It's no searching when I hide them, and the hearse isn't needed because they be searching for people. The ditch is wide. They still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried." So that bar was supposed, but if you fuck up in the bar, bro, that don't mean you just gotta fuck up your whole round and fuck shit up. But man, that D Money, that don't mean like that D Money first round was let me see, let's go. He think it's a game. It's not a joke. I'ma kill his lane. Both hands around his throat until he faints. I put you in the box. So I'm already foreshadowing choking the nigga out. So I put you in the box, seal it with chains. The most you get is days before you croak and slip away. So that was a whole. So I be spitting schemes that lead into a punch. It's hard. So you croak and slip away. You taking this battle, bro? Big mistake. The most you get is days before you croak and slid away. And then I think I went into the bar when I went into the phase where I was like, where you croak and slip away. What was after that, June? Where you croak and slip away. You taking this battle, bro? Big mistake. The most you get is days before you croak and slip away. Let me let this train go. Let me walk away from here. The most you get is days before you, cause that led and see when you get caught in a bar like that, that mean I'm not remembering my transition. So for me to say before you croak and slip away, that should drive me right into my transition. Before you croak and slip away, you taking this battle, big mistake. I'm putting money behind bars. Vaulted. It isn't safe. I'm putting money behind bars. Vaulted. It isn't safe. And though you win the way, this is where I fucked up again. I was supposed to say it like this. This is the way the bar's supposed to win. I'm putting money behind bars. Vaulted. It isn't safe. And though you win the way, what I wrote delivers flames. I said, though you win the way, what I wrote delivers flames. And lose, my ghost will live in shame. When I die and float to them distant gates, I'll be doing shows on a different plane. To stop my soul from building stages in the sky that can open rips in space, they gotta go and dig a grave for the shit I say and bury N.O. in a different place. So that was something I could have said better. It was a whole skin. They gotta go and dig a grave for the shit I say and bury N.O. in a different place. And then that's when I went to. That was fucking insane, bro. And I didn't say it right in the battle because I think I missed one bar. But if you miss a bar, bro, you gotta have your material within you enough to where you just keep going. Like I didn't let it stop me, and I made sense of the material. But you can tell if you got a real ear, like something happened right there. Like like he did something wrong right there with this heart. So and they gotta bury Eno in a different place. Let me see, they gotta go and dig a grave for the shit I say and bury Eno in a different place. And that's when I was like, let's get it straight. You not dope because you say you are. And I fucked up here too. I fucked up almost every bar. Nobody noticed it though. I was like, let's get it straight. Is that me, y'all?
No, you're good. Honestly, you might even be better to just unplug the headphones, to be real.
Try to unplug the headphones, see what happens.
Yeah, y'all took the headphones out. So in this next bar, I was like, yo, let's get it straight. I like, let's get it straight. You not dope because you say you are. I got a big giant knife and the blade is sharp. You'll get hit by it. And that's when I was like, backstabbing. So I was leading into a scheme that had to do with backstabbing with a blade, but I kind of fucked it up, but I just kept it going. So I was like, you'll get picked by it, blackstabbing. You can trace the scars. I was supposed to say from his hip to spine, but my favorite part is when the pen fires. I'll be saying bars that can build empires bigger than Genghis Khan. And that led me into my next one because I knew the Genghis Khan empire died. That's when I knew to say, you gotta die. This shit is finished. But I went to that
fire.
But after the Genghis Khan bar, so that's how you transition when you write your bars, bro. You know, like I put my bars in order that way. Like, okay, after Genghis Khan, I know that society died. So I know that bar is next. So I'm like, I'll be building empires bigger than Genghis Khan. You gotta die. This shit is finished. But I apologize to my constituents and all the toxic times that I put you in. Virtual can bend the truth into a lot of lies with twisted ends. And I fucked up here, but I was like, because I fucked up with the Indian shit. They were like, what do you mean by that Indian shit? I was like, virtual can bend the truth into a lot of lies with twisted ends. But what I want to prove is there's not a time I didn't win. So from here on out, I'm bringing more hawks to kill them all. So from here on out, there's not a, so in the end, from here on out, I'm bringing more hawks to scare them all. Here on out, scare them. I'm colonizing the Indians. But I said that bar fucked up. That bar is more complicated than I just said it now.
That shit was crazy though.
I didn't say it right though. I was supposed to say that shit better than that, bro. I was supposed to say, there's not a time I didn't win. So I'm bringing Mohawks to kill them all. From here on out, I'm colonizing Indians. I said that shit wrong. That's when I was like, but I know, like when I'm saying I'm colonizing Indians, from here on out, I'm colonizing Indians. How did I transition from that bar to help people understand from here on out? Because I know I said, money, you dead if you owe me. But why did I, oh yeah, because I was like, I'm colonizing Indians, so I'm killing Indians. So that's how I shifted into the next bar. You always got to have something in your mental that shifts you into your next bar when you write.
Pablo taught me that a long time ago. Like he really helped me out with that. Like even writing verses for songs.
Transitions, man, they're key.
Yep.
Yeah, man, especially when you got it, especially in person, Pablo. In virtual, you know, we can freestyle our way through it, but in person, those transitions kind of, bro, it's almost like a metronome of poetry. It's almost like that 4-beat count. It's almost like you got to reintroduce a new idea to recapture the people's attention. That's how music works. And it's all facts. Yeah. So I'm colonizing the Indians. Money, you dead if you owe me. If that bread isn't on me, I'ma credit your homies. If bro, nobody peeped this. I was like, that bread is on me, I'ma credit your homie. The weapon is blowing. I will peel and leave his whole strip red. Since even his rounds be at the edge of bologna, because the edge of bologna you peel and leave that whole strip red.
Yeah, the strip red, right.
But I started to leave that out because I thought I heard that somewhere, bro. I hate Pablo. You ever have bars that you thought you heard, but you be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure that those times because I have a pretty good memory, so I know like most part. But when I'm not sure, I'll text social like, "Yo, have you heard this before?" Just to make sure, and maybe I'll Google it, put it in Google, see if anything comes up. But sometimes you just feels like it's been said before. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you can feel it, but you'll know like sometimes a lot of bars like that I throw away. Some of them I'll keep because it's like, well, if it was said, I think I said it more original. But since your rounds be at the edge of bologna, so the edge of bologna, I was like, so I know when you peel the edge off that bologna, you tearing the bologna to pieces. So that led me to my next bar when I was like, bro, I'm gonna dismantle this dude. That's how I remember my next transition. Okay, the edge of bologna, you rip the edge off the bologna. I'm gonna dismantle this dude, blaming the tool. The can, when I pull it, be kicking like a mechanical bull. I stay with them out. It's janitor school. I'm panning the room. You should panic, it's cool. Because what I got in store is so scary, it should make a mannequin move. Then when I said mannequin move, I know a moving mannequin got to do with virtual. That's not like, y'all know what fucked me up in this virtual mix? That's how I transition every bar with a scientific way. So when I said I spoke this bar, I was like, y'all know what hurts me about this virtual mix? Any person could switch, and people will try to curse you to quit. Little nerds in the fix. I can see them nursing the fit. Let's get innovative. Curtains for him. He had notes on his wall. We curved what he did for the culture, bury his legacy in the dirt till it ends. That's how that bar really should have went. But I said it.
That's
It
fucking
made
crazy.
sense.
I love that.
So you see, when I mess up, I never mess up. Where I should have choked. I'm trying to teach virtual artists, like, bro, what we do virtual is way harder than the stage, man. We got 1,000 people looking at us, man, and we got to do, come on, it's not easy, bro. We don't, on the stage, you got your body movements, you got your hand movement, you got different gestures that lead you into you, but in virtual, you really got to write. To lead yourself into your next transition. You can't use no hand movement to lead. It's easier for me. I'm better on the stage because I can use my body movements to lead me into my next.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, so
it's kind of crazy though, because you said like, oh, the hanging up notes on the wall, it's curtains for him. And I think he even had a bar that was like he was hanging up notes on the wall like curtains or something. So I was like, there was a couple parts in the battle that you like both had like a similar writing, and so I thought it fit. It made it seem like you almost were like rebuttaling each other, kind of. It was crazy.
That's when I was trying to rebuttal something he had on his wall. He was like, it's not a sheet or a curtain. So he rebutted my rebuttal. So that was crazy. That was one of, no, Chef Trev did that, bro. I don't know if you seen me and Chef Trev.
Of course.
I did, yeah, Chef Trev rebutted my rebuttal. So where were we at? So I always know my part. That's why I say I never need the notes on the wall. Like I'm talking to you, and I'm gonna go back to the last part I was at. So be kicking like a mechanical bulls. I'm scanning the room. You can panic, it's cool, because what I got in store is so scary it can make a mannequin move. And that's what I'm into. Y'all know what I learned in this virtual mix. People can try to curse you to quit. Little nerds in the fix. You can't let it hurt you a bit. I can see a nurse in the fix. Let's get innovative. It's curtains for him. He bred notes on his wall. He don't deserve any battles, nor does he deserve any wins. We can curve what he did for the culture, bury his legacy in the dirt till it ends. Father God, the nerve of these men. I know what I did. I know where the curve was intense, but to say what I be spitting is reading is absurd. It's offensive. Every word, every sentence, every verse, every inch of it comes from a soul superb in its intellect. But since this nerd wants to interject and try to kick me to the curb with such disrespect, I'm gonna surge it and lift the pen. I fucked up on this part. I'll say it right this time. I fucked it up in the battle, but I'll say it right. But since this little nerd wants to interject and try to push me to the curb with such disrespect, I'm gonna surge it and lift the pen. Every word, cripple limbs, until leaving my critics turn and admit I'm him. I deserve it. I'm getting wins. You gonna learn it. Cause this a clinic. I'm gonna burn them and let them singe. I'm watching money disappear. I'm just purging to get them spent. So that whole stanza I fucked up, but I said it right. I said it enough to get it passed. Sometimes I fuck up.
Right.
It didn't sound like you missed anything, like from what we heard.
But it makes so much. So when I was like, this little nerd wants to interject and kick me to the curb with such disrespect. I'm gonna kick me to the curb with such disrespect. I'm gonna surge it and lift the pen. Every word, cripple limbs, until leaving my critics turn and admit I'm him. I deserve it. I'm getting wins. He's gonna learn it, cause this a clinic. I'm gonna burn him and let him singe. I'm watching money disappear. I'm just purging to get him spent. That's how it was supposed to be. Man. Now this is the crazy part. Now I never let virtual see this level of writing, but this fella didn't try me to exercise the gift as if my pen got a devil inside it. Exercise the gift. I'm a rebel that's fighting.
Fire.
You shouldn't meddle with giants. Rebel that's fighting. Optimist.
Metal with Giants.
Metal with Giants. That's one of the best. Yo, that's one of the best Optimus Prime bars.
Right.
Bro, I'm putting money on the floor. The bet was decided. Bro, I'm a wreck to collide with. You'll need inspectors and spy kits just to collect them, and they'll see a piece of his leg and his spine sitting by a piece of his head disconnected from eyelids. Like, nigga, somebody should have measured his size before telling him fight, because he's a delicate guy. OG was tossing you dead in the sky. Bro, you should have got a medal for diving, but now you battling me tonight, getting beat up twice. Novate was reading y'all, nigga, shut up. You couldn't even read it right, and there was more, but I stopped. There was a lot more after that, but I was like, I think that was enough.
Yeah, that's fine. Bro, even back to the putting on a clinic surgeon, like burning, like you know, a clinic, like people go to the clinic when they're burn when they're burning. Exactly. But also purging to get them spent, like you burning money, like bro, that whole, but also a purge, like the purge.
Right.
Like, like, oh my God.
Bro, layers.
I didn't like the bar going up into it. So them trouble bars, sometimes they don't come out right. Those be the bars I be doing. Those be the bars that. But I've learned just like I can say like I had shit on my wall to get me through that shit, and then if I was honest, I said I never used the shit on the wall. So if you never use the shit on the wall, that means you just rush through your shit. Yeah, I just rush through it and I get to the next bar, and I try to do it in a way that nobody know I'm choking.
Right.
I think you did it well this battle too, with like the you said the truck passing by and shit, like just not stopping no matter what. Like you said, even if you forget a little part or a trend, like you keep going. Like fight.
Now I didn't have to do that, bro. When I watched that back, that truck was loud as hell to me. It wasn't that loud to y'all. I could have kept going. But I kept the freestyle, even though it wasn't a starter cap. But I kept it going.
Right. I didn't hear
fire.
I didn't hear the truck at all, but I appreciated what you were doing though.
Yeah, man. I love that shit. Freestyling in the middle of a round is never easy.
So the second round, I knew like, okay, so I knew, so I'm on my defensive game now. Like I done jumped out the window to go first. Cause I'm a little nervous. I know I'm in the element, so I know it's gonna be hard to rebuttal. So I saved myself one rebuttal. I mean, I'm not giving him a pass, but this how I'm thinking. And I'm like, and his rebuttal in that game, in that round was fire. I think D-Money's second round was fire. So in my second round, my second and my third round, I had to be like, bro, these gotta be professional rebuttals. But I think his second round was dope, man. I think that was a you know what we did behind the scenes, we called that a draw.
That was a close round.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on that round a couple times, to be honest.
It was a close round.
That second round. I think he got me that second. But
the first and the third.
Right, man, because I built up. So I built up like I wasn't personal, and maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have said that in my promo. Like I kind of built up into like I got more personal as each round went along,
Nah, you don't gotta explain that. That's what Mook does, and then by the end of the battle, it all makes sense.
Right, but also in the promo, you did say like you said like, oh, I don't need to get personal and shit. Like you kind of did say that. So and also people need to understand too that like just because you're not talking directly about him, it's also counter writing. If you know someone's gonna do an angle, especially something like that where it's like, it's not just gonna mention it. He's gonna spend time on it in a round.
And this is also battle rap, so you also have to showcase your rap skills as well.
Right. So the counter writing aspect of it, if you know someone's gonna do an angle, to like, I feel like that's what Yo-Yo is doing in the rap ref and shit. But if executed right in a counter writing way, it's like you don't necessarily need to be dissing them as long as all your rounds aren't just like if you get to them more in a different round, like
I agree 100%.
So yeah, that first round was fucking insane, bro. I had to give him that first.
Sorry about that, Pop. I hit the button by mistake. But Pablo, I gotta give D-Money respect on what you said, because he counter-wrote. He counter-wrote his second. He counter-wrote his first round, counter-wrote for the whole battle. So I was in an uphill climb. He wrote downhill. I wrote uphill. It was just about what journey people wanted to take, in a sense.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but yo, like, I don't know. Like I said, man, I rewatched the battle again today, and like it was like I like the first time I had you 3-0, the second time I had you 2-1, and then today I have you first and third again, obviously, and then edging the second. Like, so maybe if I go back and watch it another day, I'll have D-Money taking that second. You know, that's gonna be around that I'll probably go back and forth with. You know,
I have a 30 in a sense, bro. Man, Loso the only person that really angled me, and even Loso, all these and I ain't trying to, like, I wish D-Money was here, but like, come on, man, you can't. Come on, man. I said the only door D-Money had to win that battle was to be purely clean, bro. You have to be completely clean.
Right,
but you can't. We both stumble. You can't beat me with fake angles against my balls, bro.
Salute, MME.
Salute, brother. Salute, man.
Salute.
Innovate was.
Talk about the whole card. We got everybody here. Maybe we can talk about the whole card, man. Because I really like the long pain and OG.
Well, we already broke down the card on Pablo's channel, but we want to hear you break down your second too and your third.
Oh, let's go into the second. So the second, bro, when I went into that second, I was just like, I'm a freestyle until I'm gonna say we lock eyes, and that was kind of like something. So everything I would have on the wall, I just put in the back. I still operated the same way. It was just in the back of my head. You know? I operate the same way. I don't cheat battle rappers. I just work harder than them. So I was like, yo, if we lock eyes, the Glock rises. I said I will pop 5, leave them lopsided. You not nice. I survived the block life by sticking to the code. I'm hot ice. And the debt was like, bro, it's dry ice. It's dry ice. But Detroit is hot ice. So
yeah.
It's dry ice. It's dry ice.
Yeah, it is dry. Yeah.
But see, that bar should have led me into you whack for nothing. I should have went straight into saying you whack, because I was like, you hot ice. So in every battle I do, bro, I always have one bar that you gotta catch that doesn't make fucking sense. And only Mariah catches the shit, bro. And ask her if I'm lying. I could have took that out. Hot ice dry. I had a bar in Loso battle where I was like, I will meet BX I will meet you at the bend. I will put it into BX like Long Island. Long Island is into BX. Y'all is, but I still threw it out there. Like, let me see if anybody peeped this shit. And Mariah
NO. Not to cut you off, but a couple Jack and Fresh Coast Live said that your mic's sounding crazy. It is starting to crack a little more. Maybe is it the spot that you're in? Maybe.
Probably fixing it now or something.
Yeah.
Just realized it as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
It sounds better. I'm the more people, more straining, so he might have to mute his and it'll sound. Then I'll have to mute mine when y'all talk.
No, it's a little worse now, actually. Maybe try to like refresh and then come back in. Not Jack. He took his headphones out. Did
he talk about the fact that he had the boot on? Was that something that everyone knew already?
Yeah, we like I assume most people knew. But okay. Yeah, he's posted pictures of his leg and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people didn't know, but I did. But yeah, man, he didn't talk about that yet. So
that's interesting. I had no idea. So I was like, damn, he's doing all that. That just added on to it for me.
I know, man. I hear you. But now, before he gets back up here, who did you have for Battler of the Night?
I literally think that that's the time I feel like it had to be split. But for me, I would split it with Novate and if I had to pick, I mean, I'm picking Rio if I had to. But even though it's like that, when I be paying attention to things that I don't think most battle rappers in URL and anywhere else can do what Novate did with that. Where the whole concept of, and that the way that he fought back. You suppose that when somebody's talking about you writing or you stumbling, anything that they attacking you with, it is a good idea immediately squash that by showing and making it clear that no, I don't even need that. And then how you just explained it, I thought I didn't hear that explanation before. Novate, that was fire. So even with them up, you just had like I don't want to get back into that, but even what you saying, which is like words for you to, because the way that you rhyme, as an MC myself, that's to try to look at a line of one of your lines and just think you just come back to the screen like that. So that makes sense to just have like little power words, is what I guess you would call them or whatever. Like but that was stellar.
I love that. I'm sorry to my constituents. As soon as he said that, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, constituents for the toxic times I put you. I was like, that was crazy.
Maybe I should have let people know my process instead of just getting caught doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Facts, brother. I think that you already too got you already. I'll say this, like I didn't even believe it because what I was saying, like the way that you write, but you already kind of you guys are y'all superstars, and that's your own right. You're a superstar, even without this rapping thing, but. What you're delivering, how you're doing it, and what you're doing it in the culture like this. When times come, like when things happen in society and things are crumbling, basically mainstream things are crumbling. The underground is always where everything is going to lead back. So even though at the time this stuff is not put on the pedestal, it absolutely is behind the scenes. And people like I don't even get to be on and pay attention all the time, but there's a lot of people who pay attention, and it's not always, I'm realizing now it's not always a positive thing. Some people are paying attention to actually bring down. Some people are specifically trolling. They're creating channels specifically to troll, to bring rappers like you down and make you feel like no matter what you're doing, it's already solid. And explain it just like there's a method behind any madness. Is if you're already put on some type of pedestal, that's not going anywhere. The only thing you could do is mess it up. And unfortunately, like that's what happened with Crisis. Like, and that's what I was trying to say.
That's the truest shit.
Real facts. You had an opportunity, no matter how anybody want to look at it. We all said it. I don't think I remember one person ever saying when they first seen Crisis that this was the illest person. We all say you kept winning though, and you can't deny when he was winning, but it was a choke or because somebody else was doing something. But he wasn't realizing that there was still, you had like some type of gem going on, but instead of like, don't get all egotistical and narcissistic with it. Listen to advice. Right. Just blow up a little bit. Do a little thing here and there. That's what
But that came down to our culture, and you hit that on the nail, bro. Because we saw what he can be, and he kind of got a little narcissistical into what we put into him because we saw, but we was just doing it because we know. But that don't mean you that nigga.
Right.
Harsh reality, though. It's a harsh reality.
Yeah, because sometimes you can see someone's potential, right? So you're trying to like, they say like, oh, a diamond in the rough. So you're like, okay, as an artist, like we peep game and we're like, oh, dude has potential. So you try to like, like give him props for what he's doing right, but also be like, oh, but you could do this. And then, yeah, sometimes like, that's what I was saying about some people could benefit from a loss. And if you feel like you never lost, and mainly because your opponents are like, if they're technical wins, but they're all going to your head and now you get narcissistic, it's like, bro, you could evolve even more.
Yeah, because my material was light years better than his.
We said that from the beginning. The content was there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I fucked that up.
I told that's how me and you connect because I was like, bro, you got a pen.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Y'all be hearing some shit from me real soon. Don't worry.
Talking about. Yeah, it's the era right here.
Am I clear enough to run this second verse, or am I too choppy? So we just keep talking, man.
No, you're pretty good now. If you want to start.
Yeah, if you want to go into that second round, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's fire.
Second round is when I was like, if we lock eyes, the Glock rises. Pop 5, that was filler. Leave them lopsided. I survived the block life by sticking to the code. I'm hot. That was filler. But then when I was like, you whack for nothing. I was supposed to say it like this, bro. I said it wrong. This shit would have been fire. I was supposed to say you whack for nothing. Innovate verse deep money. that discussion. Bro, you look like a rat or something. I bet your glasses come with a panic button. If the money sees some action coming, boom, he dispatching someone. So that was a whole layered verse but it still hit. If the money sees some action coming, he dispatching someone. And then I had a way I could just say it the way I want. I would shoot you from the back of trucks with a Gatling gun. I can say that any way I want. I can't stumble. So I say my bars in a way to where if I stumble, I can't. I shoot you from the back of trucks with a Gatling gun. This cat a bum. I will clap the gun and spin his bill like Daffy Duck. No, Daffy Duck. But then the Daffy Duck let me know that Daffy Duck is virtual. Daffy Duck is a cartoon. So that led me into my next bar. I'm the virtual king. It's solidified. Any person I'm beating, you can get in line. And the hearse isn't needed. I conceal a crime. They be searching for people. When I hide them, they still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. I missed that whole bar. Man. Everybody, but that bar was fire. But I skipped over it. I didn't choke. I just knew like I fucked up that bar. But I gotta keep going. But if I would have said that bar right, that Nemo bar was fire. Bro, I'm gonna say it again. Yo, I'm the virtual king. It's solidified. Any person I'm beating, they can get in line. It's killing time. And the hearse isn't needed. They conceal a crime. When I hide them, they be searching for people. They still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. Then when I went to that, I was like, fish is fried. Look in his eyes. I was like, I think, how did I transition to my next part? They still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. And I said, get in line. And I'm like, D-Money is my next battle. So I know, like, so get in line. D-Money think he your GOAT. But you damn near worse than each one of us. You just be running behind niggas in search of a covenant. Think Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt. Y'all the sun in the sum of it. That's the thing about money. It always needs another person in front of it.
Wasn't that in the third round? I thought that part was in the third.
That's interesting.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, he probably went out or something.
So I don't know. Social's on the big screen. Oh, there we go. Wasn't that in the third though?
I fucked that bar up. You right. That was my third. It was supposed to say, I'm still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. And that fish bar should have led into yo, fish is fried. Get in line. The money think he your GOAT, but you damn near worse than he. Nah, that was the second round. You damn near worse than each one. Okay. You just be running behind niggas in search of a covenant. Think Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt. Y'all discerning the sum of it? That's the thing about money. It always needs another person in front of it. Get your man, Yo-Yo. Why does Joe playing me twice? Well, that's not your man's. And see, this was before they became cool, right before my battle. That's not your man's, but y'all was both claiming it, right? And I said this wrong. I'll say it right this time. He was your host taking your side, but now it's jokes, and he taking you light. Go figure. Because you think it's a joke to play with these guys. But know this. OG would have smoked you if you wasn't slow and the baby inside. Use a whole wimp. I alone stay in this fight. Then I talk about me. My growth is amazing in height. Bro, face me and die. And that's when I went to that difficult boat scheme. Bro, face me and die. My flow is deep. You need a boat to stay in this fight. You can choke when the waves are this high. Escape with your life. Because this round on my hip isn't a flotation device. And I started to flip when Latin Pain pulled out that rubber ducky. But I was like, nah, you might fuck up anything. But yeah, nigga, this round on my hip isn't a flotation device. So that right there. So, bro, I wrote for D-Money on a stage. Like most of my virtual battles just be like rapidy rap. But if this virtual battle was like to where I can run it back because I scriptured it like a stage battle, like bar after bar after bar. That's how you gotta write for the stage, bro. The stage is different, man. You gotta write it for the people to where if you get a reaction, it won't make you choke. If you get a reaction, you can start back. You gotta know how to. It's like a recipe, bro. And you gotta know what ingredient you on when you get a reaction. You get a reaction, they throw you off. Now you throwing too much. Now you done threw salt in the recipe twice, nigga.
Fire.
Yeah, that second round, escape with your life. This round, see, I'm starting off right where I'm at. So it's not that I use notes, it's just that I can because I think like that. Why not? I'm talking to y'all, and I just said a bunch of dumb shit, and I'm hitting right back where I was at. I would need a note on the wall for that. This round on my hip is a flotation device. And then that let me know, like, bro, face it, I'm nice. And I was like, okay, bro, face it. And I was like, okay, that leads into the blindfold. So I'm like, I didn't even say face. I just said flotation device. Bro, face it, I'm nice. I said that in my mind. And I was like, okay, that leads me into my blindfold bar. Novate will beat you in the blindfold with his eyes closed. In the ring with me, you can die, bro. And everybody can watch. These hands different. We in separate time zones. Everybody can watch. These hands different. It's a separate time zone. That's fucking crazy. If Twerk would have said that, the building would have fell apart.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Everybody can watch. Everybody can watch. These hands different. We in separate time zones. This is my throne. I got wins in the circle. Cyclone. You sliced Stallone in the face because he looked like Sliced Stallone. You sliced Stallone in the face, thought he was tight slow until he decided to fight and saw he was light though. Yo, this guy's broke. He does battles in the same type clothes. When he first came by, folks thought his name was a typo. So that filler, that was filler, but I feel filler with bars. You don't feel filler.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it filler because name is a typo. It's still a name flip. Your name's demarked.
Right. Money. When you first came by, folks thought your name was a typo. You the ranger, you psycho. Because you wasn't when you was getting hit in your face in that fight, though. You came in this place as a sideshow. I'm like, is he dreaming? Geechee embarrassed you. I'm going to say the full bar. I never said the full bar. I'm like, is he dreaming? Geechee embarrassed you when plenty seen it. Then you went to his league and got beat when you quit the league. Then you lit Capri, damn near beat you to smithereens. If we was giving rings for losses, nigga, you would be a living king. I'm like, what type of movement is this? You paid that nigga to do what he did. Nigga, I guess for you, losing is winning. You even bruised up your chin to be at the cool table and prove you was with him. At best, those were stupid decisions. I bet you was the kid that everybody told just do it and did it.
Yo, hold up. That's the second round, bro. Like,
no, that was the third.
So y'all know I wasn't reading. I worked hard for I want to say this for the culture, bro. I had my little contingency plans if I fucked up. But this battle, bro, I put my heart, I put my soul into this shit. So
I can tell.
To spit the battle back, bro. It's hard to spit a battle back after it's done. It's hard unless you really was locked in. It's hard to say it back because we usually forget it. I'm saying
immediately. I forget my shit, and like right after the battle's over, that shit's out of my head. Because you think you've been thinking about it for so fucking long, it's like fuck, it's out of here.
Right. Bro, sometimes I gotta go. Sometimes I go outside and I let people hear me spit my verse. Cause to me, that shit'll get boring, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I gotta let people remind me that this shit is dope.
Yeah, right.
Was that the end though? So sit in the cool table. What was the scheme? Did you end it with that? I'm trying to remember.
Let me see.
I don't feel like that was the end of your third.
For you to fit in it best, you bruised your chin and sit at the cool table and proved you was with him. I bet you was the kid that everybody told just do it and did it. I will stretch you with these written. I'm a vet and I'm too consistent. It's a chess move when I pin it. I can press cruise. Still it's like jet fuels in the engine. That's how I do it.
Yeah, because the second was the Yeti bit you.
I'm outside, sit down, rapping that shit. I don't need no notes. These niggas got me fucked up. I know my material.
Right. So the other round was the one where you had this. It will look like a Yeti bit you. The confetti.
That was the second.
Right. So
see, I messed that up too because I was supposed to say I was supposed to say into confetti it'll look like a Yeti bit you. I will blow his head into confetti with the lead will hit you. I said that right. Yeah, that was fun.
Right. So what was the beginning of that round?
The beginning.
Do you remember?
The beginning of that round or the beginning of that bar?
Yeah, just the round. Just go through the next round.
Yeah, because I don't think you went through the whole second round.
I didn't go. I went through the whole second. The third is when all that shit was in there.
When did you say that thing when you was like, hey, you talking about me reading it right or you couldn't read the right?
That was the first. That was the first.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
the
that
first.
was the first.
I swear the
Well, that was
second
You
was the
missed
one.
that.
It was
Bro, I
crazy.
told that nigga, yo, bro, I told that nigga, you innovate reading, y'all, nigga, shut up. You couldn't even read or write, bro.
Right.
Fine.
That was crazy.
I said that was
Crazy.
one of the only. That was like a bar I thought of to use for you, and you said it in this. But I was like, now I can't use that. I was gonna say, oh, you had notes on the wall. Let's see if he can read this right. And I'm like, of course he fucking said it. So.
You thought of that one, then.
But yeah, the other round that you said, so you said, oh, it's no different. It's still written now. It's written in the stars or something. That whole shit. Like, yeah, spit that round because that was fucking fire.
That's my favorite round, bro. So I built up to being personal because I knew he was gonna be personal the whole battle. So I'm like, how can I reach a vast audience of people? I'm like, I gotta be personal, but I had to make a choice whether to put my third. I thought to put my third first. But I said, be personal last and just build up to the. So this third round is very personal.
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, the third round start off like, let me see. Third round start off like, hey, yo, money, I just want to ask you. You came around us and why? Because you be chasing clout with your time. And you popped up out of nowhere like you been around with the guys. Nah, y'all, all clowning aside. He be fronting the newcomers like he been down in the ride, but that's just the bounds of his pride. He couldn't pay homage to the people that found him and tried, so we preyed on us. And he took what we allowed him to find. And I admit, this little tiny shit got a powerful mind. But what's the use of going viral, putting your heart on the line when you getting marked all the time, nigga? This is all by design. You whack for nothing. Facts. That's all. If I would have flew into that glasses bar, it would have been a clear 30. But I fucked up on a very important part. That should have been like, what's the use of putting your heart on the line when you getting marked all the time? This art by design, and you whack for nothing. Innovate versus D-Money. That discussion. Bro, you look like a rat or something. I bet your glasses come with a panic button. If D-Money sees some action coming, boop, he dispatching someone, nigga. I would shoot you from the back of a truck with a Gatling gun. I will clap him up, snatch his funds, clap the gun and spin his bill like Daffy Duck. And Daffy Duck let me know to go into another virtual. Yo, I'm the virtual king, and I fuck this bar up. I will spin this bill like Daffy Duck. I'm the virtual king. It's solidified. Any person I'm beating is killing time, and the hearse isn't needed. I conceal a crime. They be searching for people when I hide them, and they still searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried. So that was a fireball that I fucked up, bro. That was a fireball.
It was still hitting though. It was still hitting though.
Yeah, I didn't choke, but most people will choke on that. If they forget their material like that, they'll choke.
Right.
They're searching for Nemo. So this fish is fried, and that let me know, like, okay, innovate. When you say fish is fried, you got to say get in line. And who's in line? That's not like, okay, D-Money think he a goat, but you damn near worse than each one of us. You just be running behind niggas in search of a covenant. Think Washington, Roosevelt, Lincoln. Y'all discerning the sum of it? That's the thing about money. It always keeps another person in front of it. Get your man, Yo-Yo.
No, yo, you spit that part. So I swear you went into the it's still written in the stars or the sky or shit. You didn't spit that part yet. It
still keeps another person in front of it. Get your man, Yo-Yo. Why this joke playing me twice? Oh, that's not your. Oh, you right, bro. I skipped it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See, I remember the whole. You had the it's still. You said something. It's still written. Only this time it's in the stars. The Getty bit you. All that shit.
Yeah, like a Yeti bitch, and I did that. That's when I was. Now y'all see, like if I'm not on point, I would need shit, but I was on my point for that battle. It'll feel like a Yeti bitch. Nigga, it'll feel like a Yeti bitch. You right, bro.
Yeah. You said something about the written rhymes.
I will blow your head into confetti with just a whistle. I'm set to get you before the sun sets a little. I'm trying to score at 3:30. I got credit issues. Yeah, this shit is difficult.
Right. I knew there was a part you weren't saying. I'm like, wait a minute, he didn't get to this part yet. Right.
Missed the part. But I think it's his third verse. I'm not sure. Like at this third verse, I'm on the part where I'm saying, damn, yo, that's your joke, but your man was playing you twice, but now you're taking advice. Y'all see how I went back to my same part? I don't need notes. That's just the way I think. I can just go back to that same part. Okay,
Right,
yo,
right.
you think it's a joke to play with these guys, but know this. OG would have smoked you if he wasn't slow in the baby and size. Use a whole wimp. Nigga, my flow is amazing in height. Bro, face me and die. My flow is deep. You need a boat to stay in this fight. You can choke when the waves are this high. Escape with your life. The round on my hip isn't afloat, so we think I did fuck it up.
Yeah, yeah. You said, I know there's a part you didn't spit yet. That's like, I swear it's the fuck. I'm trying to remember.
But we don't have to. But I showed that I still know my material.
Yeah, off the top of the mic, bro. That's fire. Either way, yeah. You broke down most of it anyway.
Social wanted me to show the people, like even 2 days later, he still know a lot of his material. Social gave me an opportunity to do that. He knows how to promote people. He ain't stupid. But bro, I thank you for chilling with us, man. So what else we think about that car, man? What about Latin King and OG Capri, bro?
Fire. That was entertaining.
Yeah, that match was fire.
So we broke that down, me and Pablo and his channel. But I'll tell you what I thought about that battle. I thought that. So here's the thing: OG Capri rapped his heart out, bro, and he killed it. And he was the best at what he does, right? And I can't take anything away from him. He was absolutely incredible. I wouldn't even be mad at people like giving him a vote for Battler of the Night. Now, on the other hand, is I just felt more entertained by Latin Pain, and he had me just dying. And at the end of the battle, I felt more entertained by Latin Pain, but I felt like if I gave it to Latin Pain, that's kind of like doing a disservice to OG Capri. So I had to call that shit right down the middle because it was such an amazing style clash.
That's exactly right.
It was too hard to call because it's too different.
Latin Pain had parts in his round, like every other bar, that would just crack you up, bro. But you can't take away from the passion that OG Capri had. Like, it's just a clear joy.
Yeah, and he had a lot of jokes too. That's what it was like harsh jokes, but they was still. It was like that. It kind of gave you a feel like what John was doing when he battled him. But it's like Latin Pain is standing up to some fire material. He's standing up against some fire material, and what he's doing is working. And I like that. Yeah, Social's right. Like I that's why I said the first thing I said that was just entertainment. I got and it's like both of them. Latin Pain still had bars in there too. He was still spitting. So he was spitting with the jokes. So you got the jokes and bars from both of them. That was absolutely fire. I was saying. I mean,
one thing I look at with Latin Pain on Social. One thing I look at with Latin Pain is that, I mean, shoot, the Latin Pain last battle was his first battle. Like he's learning as he.
No, he had two. He had
no, that was the second battle. OG Capri was the second battle.
Yeah,
but he's new though, and he's learning. But
didn't he battle someone before John?
No.
No,
I think on the John. I think he said.
Oh, okay. My bad. I could have sworn he battled someone else.
No, but it's still the same point that he's a new artist that's just he's funny as a mother. Like Latin Pain and John would be crazy. Bro.
Yeah, they battled.
Yeah, they just battled. Latin Pain and John battled then.
Yeah, they battled.
You missed it? That was good. Bro, weren't you on that card though? Innovate.
I was off the way. No, I don't know. I think I was on that card later, but I was out the loop. If I was on that card, but I was out the loop for a little while.
Yeah. All right. Yo, Latin Pain, I told him this too, is that not only he's funny, but he has this this believability and this conviction and shit. And I told him, I was like, bro, if you just took some of the harder shit that he's like, yo, BX, you would hang around my PJX, you reject like that. I was like, if you took some of the harder shit and put it in the second half, I feel like just the pacing of the placement of certain stuff, I felt like would have changed the optical.
Now I know what social media. One time Social said, "Smoke, you my complexion." Now I see what the fuck you mean. I never really saw Social, but Social built my career. I don't tell niggas, bro. This nigga is very astronomical as far as to who I am and the battles I've been able to make. He been helping me, and he don't even tell people.
I don't.
Right, because he's not doing it for that. Like what?
No,
like, what you want
I'm not
people
doing it for that.
Right, you're not doing like, oh, let me do this so I can tell everyone I helped innovate. Like,
I've done other things too, and I've asked people keep me anonymous, please. You know, it's just how I am, man.
Right, you don't need pats on the back.
I don't need the fanfare.
But it reminded me of Curb. Remember when Ted Danson said,
I don't need fanfare. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right. He said he donates the money and as anonymous, but then he tells everyone that he's anonymous because he still wants the like props for doing it. It's like, come on, man, stop it.
Yep. And if you know, and I appreciate Innovate, but like if Innovate never said anything about it, nobody would even know. But it's cool. I don't mind.
I said that from the jump, bro. I'm like, I don't know how y'all judge his cadence, but if you listen to what his pen is saying, like you will understand that nigga's nothing to be played with.
Yep. I just gotta get my preparation better and not get drunk before battles. That's all. That's really it.
Yeah, get some sleep the night before. Maybe
get
don't
some
take
sleep.
Fucking actually oil and smoke mid battle and shit.
And drink. But like ask Pablo, like I did have my bars all the way memorized the night before, but then like he said, I was just up all night memorizing and then I was drinking and smoking and I took some RSO oil and like I was just all fucked up. So bro, I should have just slept.
Bro, I'm 51 years old yesterday. My birthday was yesterday. I turned 51 yesterday.
What? Happy birthday, man. Why didn't I know that?
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
I'm 14, 51 years old. But bro, I'm 51 years old, still rapping like this. That's kind of insane.
That's crazy. That maybe.
Social would body this, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I would need like time, you know. I'm just somebody, it takes me a long time to write for a battle. Like because I can't just sit down and write.
Social, we can make a lot of money if we wanted to be ghostwriters, but I don't think we even in that type of money.
I've been asked.
I was just gonna say, bro.
I've been asked a couple
I'm
times.
not gonna put it out there, but like trust me, I've been hit up to write for people a lot.
I've been hit
and everything.
I've been hit up by a couple of pretty big battlers to write for them.
Me too, bro.
I said no. I said no.
If we battle I meet in person, they try to get me to do that. Like, nah, I don't do that, bro.
Right, because that's what they think it is now. Because everyone does help each other write and shit, and it just like the integrity of the sport. I'm like, no, like you could offer me whatever, and because everyone always says it, like, oh, you're writing so good. If someone else said it, I'm like, fuck out of here. What? So you're just gonna discredit it just because it's me saying it? That's stupid.
Yep.
So you're admitting my pen's fire then.
That's why they only notice people still like they all still are bars, but y'all only notice the shit that y'all want to notice, motherfucker.
Right, bro. Social knows, bro. There's bars I wrote 10 years ago that I hear like last month on a smack stage. I'm like, bro, I had that in like 2009. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
That's dirty game. You know,
we ain't tell nobody yet, but me, Social, and Pablo got something planned for the culture.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got something planned. We got something planned, yo, and we're the only ones who know, and it's gonna be fucking legendary. Yeah,
and that's what I was saying. Man. So people would be like throwing names for me to battle, and some of them I'm like, like I said, the Latin Pain, that's what I'm down for. And at first I was like, oh, I gotta see him do a 3-rounder and shit. But like the more I think about him, like he brings a different audience, so like that's something I would do. But other
just do like a dude. I would say
we need a fast car for them. Social, a fast car for him to battle.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that, I think if you battle Latin Pain in a 3-rounder, I think it should be like 2-minute rounds, not like 3-minute rounds. Like, I think it should just be like either 90-second or 2-minute rounds. Because I think that's better for like him, especially for his first 3-rounder against someone like you.
Let's stay in person. Pablo, like me, we better in person. I don't know if y'all know that.
Yeah, facts. Facts. But Pablo, what were you thinking for time limits in that battle?
Muted.
Yo, you're muted. You're muted.
My bad. Yeah, so I said that. Yeah, I like that too. But sometimes I'll agree to a time limit, and then once the pen starts moving, I always like overwrite, and then I have to pick and choose what I'm gonna use. So it's like that's why I said I'm not doing any one rounders. It's like, for what? If I start writing, I'm gonna have more to say, and it's like, if I'm gonna get up and do a battle anyway, I might as well get it all out. Like, and I hate having to edit and take parts out. Like, so fuck it. I'd rather just do 3 rounds, like 3 minutes, maybe 2:30s or something. Like, I don't know.
How long would you make a 1 rounder? Like, what would you think is a fit time for a 1 round?
See, I don't know. I don't like if it's like 2:30. Like, I felt like a Stones round was too short for a
1 round. One round has got, to me, it's got to be like at minimum 4 minutes, but like 5 minutes is good.
I was gonna say for like 5 or 6, because then once you get to like 5 minutes, then it's like, then why not just do 3 rounds? You could do 2 minutes.
That's why I say like 4 or 5.
Right.
But see, social, that's what me and Pablo say as rappers. Like, if we're gonna rap 1 round for 6 minutes, why not do 3 for 2?
2 minutes. I agree. No, I agree. I agree.
You get a chance to switch the pacing up. You get a chance to rebuttal instead of like. I feel like it's better just for the viewers, because then they don't have to sit there and not, even if you're fire, having to listen to one person rap for 6 minutes, you're gonna like days off, you're gonna miss parts, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just a good energy switch to hear someone else rap and then to go back. It's like, it just changes the energy, the momentum, and people, any kind of reset, right? So it's like a round ends, you say round, they like put the like round 2, any kind of like reset for your brain. It's like, that's over, we're starting something new, so you can like start to pay attention again, as opposed to just, that's the thing about like Mook, is like, he did a fucking 30-minute round, and it's like, it might all be fire, but if you're watching one person rap for 30 minutes, it's like, you're gonna fucking days off, you're gonna zone out and be like, so
yeah,
right, 100% with that. That's literally what happened with that battle for me too.
Yeah, that exact battle.
But no, I feel the same way, bro. Even as a writer, I feel the same way. It's almost like just misplacing energy. Like, why would we put that much energy into the 1 round where it's hard to call? Like, we should always do 3 rounders. But sometimes our 1 rounders, but it's hard to call. Sometimes our 1 rounders set up a 3 rounder. Play something for us, bro.
Especially like,
it's probably out of tune, to be real. I don't know.
What?
And innovate.
He said play something because I'm holding the guitar. But.
Innovate. Like, if you was in while Pablo's doing his thing, if you was like, so let's say that you the top of virtual battle rap, and you the lead, you can lead where it's gonna go. Where do you see like the best possibilities of progression for the virtual battle rap? Honestly, if you had the lead and you were able to, with what we have right here, what we have right now.
I see the best possibilities of virtual rap to the people that man, it's very hard to say. I see a depth leading it. I see Jules behind the scenes because I know Jules. So I know Jules constantly calling me like, Innovate, so we do stuff behind the scenes, but I mean, what social is doing should be recognized. I don't want nobody to kind of overshadow what he's already done. He's already done a lot, but it's very hard.
I appreciate that.
Bro, what me and D Money just did, I thought I was gonna dog walk D Money. That nigga put blood in my mouth.
Oh,
he did.
So virtual rappers are getting better in my presence. Y'all learning to rap, but y'all getting better. That means we gotta grow. Bro, I used to want to do virtual to go to the stage. Now I just want virtual to be better.
Right. Talk.
That's what I'm talking about, right. Yeah, bro, you got it. You got a gift, and it's like the timing is everything. It's like what you just said. What if, I don't know why, you probably got your own reasons, of course, but if you do this for all rounds, I know for D Money, you said specifically you wanted to write this way, and with all the rumors and stuff going on, that was your motivation. But is it possible to, no matter who it is, you keep bringing it like that? Because like you said, if they're going to elevate, they keep seeing you, they know they got to step their pen up. You, Loso, Pablo, Caesar, they see you guys, they see you guys, and they know they got to keep stepping up. And if the more y'all keep stepping it up, it's going to have to go like that, especially with this whole, I see this whole Danny Myers thing. I don't know how everybody's really viewing it, but I'm like, what? The second I seen it, like that's a big step right there. It's gonna be so much bars and talk behind this after it that we don't gotta like come back and do anything. He gonna have to do something though, because his reputation is really.
I feel like this shit is honestly gonna bring the virtual community together, because everybody's gonna be coming together and writing their own rounds for him and all this stuff. So I feel like this is like a step in the right direction, because we're all upset at somebody from the outside taking advantage of us. Yes. And it seems like everyone's on the same page. So this could be one step closer to us being, one fucking strong unit.
Facts. That's what I'm talking about right there, social.
Yep. So, bro,
that's what I've been pushing.
Like, it's not the battle that fucked me up was Danny Duck and Pyro, because I've met Danny and Pyro in the same room. We've done battles together. I've been in the same room with Danny, and I know how Danny looks. I know how Danny Myers looks. I know how Danny Myers mentors J Pyro, so you shouldn't have left him out there like that, bro.
No, I met Danny too. He seems like a good dude, but I will say this. Somebody said that the reason he didn't show up to Cheek's event is because it was a family emergency. And then Cole said,
it's understandable though.
Cole said,
Cole 11 kids, bro.
Cole said, yeah, but Cole was like, well, that's one long emergency, 2 weeks.
Yeah, like, I got 11 kids. I might have 11 emergencies. You never know.
Nah, I know. I feel you. But I don't think it's that, bro. I think you know what? I think that for real quick before you play Pablo, I think that the Pyro battle, maybe he did have something going on, but I think that the Loso battle, I think somebody fucked with that battle.
Right. I never met Danny and Loso Social, but I've met Danny and
I met Danny.
And Pyro. I know Danny Lux loved J Pyro, so it must be a reason for him to miss that battle.
But look, he said he was real friends with Easy. He said he was real close with Easy in the trenches, and he waited, even though he wanted to stay on that card, because like you said, they offered him that quote unquote nuclear bomb.
We might be seeing a nigga character in real time, but we ain't gonna shit on you too much.
Nah, it's all love, but it's like, anybody, like, we want him, like I said, like, if you to see, it's like Geechee Gotti. When Geechee Gotti did that to D Money, it was like, nah, it's funny. It might have seemed like it was like a little funny at first or whatever, but nah, it's like that was gonna be a bad look on him, and he already was feeling that. So that it's like, it's an image. It's like,
you're right, bro. How you know battle rap like this? This brother.
I'm paying attention from day one. I don't be on here all the time, but I'm a huge fan. Like, I pay attention to I try to pay attention to everything. But respect to you. Now I want to hear Pablo too, though.
Yeah, man, I want to hear Pablo play some shit too. But real quick, before we do that, because we got about 45 minutes left, and I'm down to hear Pablo play as long as he wants to. Is there anything? Is there anything that I just want to hear? I just want to know if there's anything that either of you want to promote or get off your chest before we get into that.
I want to say maybe one day I can write a song with Pablo. But
that's gonna happen. Innovate. What we got going on, the three of us that we already talked about, we're gonna make it happen at that time.
Yeah, in fact, I'm only gonna play one little thing real quick, just because it's not really in tune that great. But I'll just do one, and we can go right back to the conversation.
Nah, it's good. You can play a couple, whatever you want to do.
I probably won't play a couple. I was gonna play one song.
All right.
Can you hear that? Or no?
Yeah.
So.
Let's go.
On a Sunday afternoon, Like a hand of stitches, you laugh at those who cry. I'm leaving on you on a southern train only yesterday. You lied. Oh, my bad, brother. Leaving on a southern train only yesterday. You lied. I promise you what I see. Only watch the time go by. All of these I said to you. It's a hard thing to do. Oh, and all the day for you. You lie. I'm leaving on a southern train only yesterday. I promise I'll see. Only watch the time go by. All of these I say even on a southern train only yesterday. You died. Promise me so I see. Only watch the time go by. All of these things you say to me. Something like that.
On spot jam session. That's fire.
Fire.
Yeah, I haven't been playing a lot lately, so I was a little out of tune. But
that's my shit, man. I love Stone Temple Pilots, bro.
Yeah,
yo. But we got a lot. We got a lot of music coming, bro. We can't even tell y'all what's about to happen.
He really cry with that shit. I don't like that. Don't be making that.
There we go. Pablo's music, man, hits all the emotions. I swear to God, bro.
Versatility right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't warmed up. I haven't played or something. Like I said, just impromptu jam.
Yeah, y'all, like, I'll be real with y'all, like, all the songs that he's put out and all the stuff you've heard, whether it was on the EP or the songs on YouTube, it's maybe about 20% of what he's actually capable of.
That's a fact.
It's insane. Like, I know it's probably hard to believe for a lot of people.
That's being generous, right?
Facts. Because I know it's hard to believe for a lot of people, but this dude is different, bro. He's not human when it comes to making music.
Well, that's what
Straight
I was
up.
like about the Danny Myers shit. I was laughing because I'm like, bro, I did that in the fucking 5 minutes. Like, I couldn't have threw that together quicker, you know. So
that would have took somebody else like a whole day to come up with that.
Right.
But that shows, though, exactly with the versatility. The thing about it is, if you just focus on one thing, that's when it gets that 20% goes so that you make that one thing 100%, and it becomes something crazy. Like the jack of all trades centering that on one, becoming a master one at a time. That's fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Before people even recognize it, you can do that. They won't even recognize it, and you
Right,
can do that.
right. That's what I'm saying. Even my battles, like even in the face-off with De Niro, and he's like, "What?" He's like, because I was talking about performance and shit, and he's like, "Well, we haven't seen you turn up yet." And I'm like, that doesn't mean I can't do it, you know? Like most of my old battles from before, like I said, I'd be having so much shit going on, like right on the way there, so it's not like I didn't have my material like locked. So I wasn't like performing it because I didn't want to forget where it was. So it was almost just like trying to remember the bars. So, and I would watch it back and like, oh, I wasn't like delivering or performing it right, you know? But that just goes to show it's like, bro, if you like, but people still like, oh, that was fire, you won. And I'm like, well, if you think that's fire, like, bro, I threw that together so quick. Like, bro, come on.
That's some of the skills. Yeah, that says a lot.
Right.
So yeah, let's think about like when you first ever wanted to get into music, like the basic bare necessities. What was that first jewel that you learned? Like for me, like the first thing that really separated me was what, as far as rapping was, what learning how to count bars. Like I felt like that was like mind shifting for me to get that information and learn how to even hear that now in all my favorite songs and learn what's going on. And that's kind of how I separated who I liked the best, when I was able to like realize what was going on. So
great question.
Be like y'all first,
So
even
Pablo,
anything in music.
For both of us, bro. That's the question for both of us. Like what more motivates us to write our bars, bro?
And like more the essence too of that. Like what was that essence of starting that? That's what I mean too.
I mean, it's a hard question to answer. I guess like I would say like the moment is when, because I would always be in school and I'd always be like banging on the desk at the pencil cap, and so like I always had this like percussive like inside of me. And I'd say the day I got a drum set and I went home and was like playing it, I just knew before I ever even played it, I knew I could like play the drums. And
I remember that day.
Can I say that to my mother, bro? Can I tell that to I remember I was 11 and I wrote a rap that said, "I wish I was a paper clip so I can clip on my mother's head." Like we've always been doing it. It's just that was I've always been a rapper. He's always been I'm sure he got skills, but he's always, that's what he's telling
Yo,
me.
I'll tell you something. Like we have songs that we made back in like 2010, 2009, like between 2009 2011, and we listen to them now and they actually like hold up more now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're better now. I feel like we were like ahead of our time.
Yeah, we definitely were.
They're like better now than they were then, which is kind of crazy.
And wait till, because a lot, like some songs y'all are gonna hear when we drop, they're like fucking literally like over a decade old.
Right.
And no one's even gonna know.
No, because it's fire, right?
Timeless.
But yeah, so that's when
the
musicianship of it, like I knew I had like timing and shit, but I'd say like when I started writing, I'd say the first time that like, because I was watching battles and shit, so I like learned from other people like wordplay and stuff, but I think the first time that like I ever put together some shit that like I had the internals in between, not just the ending rhyme, but to have the like what Jack did in the Crisis City. He said, "You think I'm over the hill, then go for the kill." The internal, like, yo, you wild pussy, you style rookie. Like when I first got the like, okay, the internals, making them relevant and also be able to like say what I'm trying to say, but make it a bar too, like with the wordplay. And I'm like, that's exactly what I was trying to say, but I found a different way to word it. That's like, I remember when that moment like clicked for me, and I was like, oh, this is how you do it, basically. Like, shit's crazy.
That's fire. That's fire.
That moment, bro. That moment clicked for me before too, bro. But it clicked for me when I was studying Chilla Jones and Rum Nitty. When that moment clicked, like, oh, I got. So if you really listen to my bars, I scheme into my punches. I'm a mix between Rum Nitty and Chilla.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, I started writing when I was like 12, really, like 13, and I never stopped. And I'm not saying it was good back then,
but it probably started getting good around like 16, 17. But yeah,
that's why I like
just always been writing, whether it was poems, stories, songs, whatever.
Social Philly, the only place that gives me a old Detroit feel, to where it feels new. Like I've been to Philly like 5 times. And I'm about to. Philly is the best place to battle, bro. I've got off the train and had old niggas selling flowers battling me and shit.
Yeah.
It's different.
Crazy.
Philly is different. Philly that's a different energy.
That's crazy.
But I asked that question because for me, I'm starting this thing called YouTube University. And
shit. Okay.
It's basically it's gonna be an online like a site where kids can come learn literally like algebra, geometry, the 5 basic the things that I'm teaching right now. A lot of students, like even after we finish tutoring, I be telling them, you know, I'm gonna do something eventually. For years I've been saying it. I'm gonna do something online so y'all can come back, and if y'all ever, you don't have to keep, you know, hiring me for no one-on-one tutoring service, nothing like that. But this is kind of what I'm saying. So like every episode I'm gonna have like 5 minutes dedicated to math, teaching a math segment, history, law, government, Spanish, and economics. So those are gonna be the core program sections.
All very important.
Right. So those are gonna stay no matter what. Every I'm gonna do them like once every 2 weeks or something like that. But between them, you know, and I'm not just teaching. It's gonna be like it's gonna be fun. It's like jokes and stuff in between. But between them, I want to have different segments like electives. Basically, it's a university concept. So I want to have like music, for instance. I want to create some type of things like, for instance, like how to write. It don't got to be every episode, like every 10 episodes, but I am thinking about how to input different things. Like, for instance, if reading music, I don't know how like playing a piano or like not affect the drums, because I want it to be something that everybody can do practically, right? I mean, but it can be a specialty thing too. And you know, just
you want to be something every kid can aspire to, no matter, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can want to do this, you can want to do that, but everything is here for you to do.
Right, and you just got it's right, and it's going to be literally, you know, no cursing and all that, because it's going to be, well, you can curse. I'll edit it out because everything going to be animated, but it's going to be literally, I'm going to have clips for the adults because it's for kids and adults. Like we're getting into the wars and all that stuff in history. Like it's real. I'm teaching the way I actually teach.
Yo, look, MME, if you ever need voices, I've been told by tons of people, strangers and stuff, that I should be doing voiceovers. So if you need any voices, let me know. I got you.
Voice, bro. And I'm in New York, you know. I teach the children chess. I work with the National Action Network. So I work with Cynthia Davis. I know everybody. We got to connect.
Definitely. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a teacher in Staten Island. Yeah, but that's what it's about. Enriching the people younger than us. Letting them know, like, bro, you can't tell a nigga to stop selling drugs if you don't give him a better way to live his fucking life.
Yo, literally, that's my whole thing right here. That's like my pedagogy, my educational pedagogy. You got to give them something, and it's like and they literally will admit that they want to know, they want to learn. They don't want everything. The kids, y'all, you know how bad it is. You know how back in the days we be like, yo, y'all in group A, y'all this side in group B. And you get to pick your team names for like a sport, like a game in class. You know, we would come up with, we're the hood boogers. Like you make up some, whatever, but something for you. These kids now, I have never had a class in the last 10 years where kids make up something original. Every single thing is, we the O-Block, we the Little Dirk, they literally are just fixated. And the point is,
so bro, it feels like is the internet killing them, bro?
It is.
Are they leaving them?
It is, and they admitting that they're flooded with it. They're not seeing the consciousness. They're not getting that. It's not people who on that. They're not really tailoring things to the kids. That's what kind of, we in a market right now where everything is. It's got to be for the chili, got to be for the bread, and it's all about, if it's not bringing ratings and views, they're not rocking with it. And that's like people not making content.
So when you said there's nothing tailored for the kids to be kids, we tailor shit for the kids to be fucking killers.
That, brother, that's literally what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Exactly. And that's what this is about. Start the first episode, the core those 6 subjects, I already have that recorded. But the process, once I get, like, I'm literally in the middle of working on, like, I put it out there. Like, I've been working on Pablo character for a while, but I gotta have the guitar is a must, and that's one of my first challenges, because besides the mouth, the fingers for a cycle, that's the next hardest thing to do. So I'm working on that though. But yeah, but I mean, I'm not telling you, I'm not, you're in a box to do that. Y'all don't have to do anything. I would love the fact that y'all said I'm definitely gonna reach out, and I'll break it down. It ain't nothing crazy. Y'all can record stuff on your phone, and all the content, of course, I'm gonna have it like on the whatever. We'll discuss that. But y'all, everything y'all do, I'm gonna send y'all separate clips. Y'all can put on your channels, do whatever with it as well. And also, if y'all gonna do it, I'll say it out. And it's for anybody. If you go, you just want to be a part of it, you could just do like any PSAs. You want to do like a little 1 minute, a short. You want to add it, because I'm gonna be doing commercial breaks between each thing. And
I'll do whatever you need. I'll do whatever you
need. This too. I just people to just talk and just respond.
Hey, bros, how I break daylight with y'all? How is lifetime now with me?
Right. I mean, the sun's going down for me out here. But
yeah, sun's going down out here, man.
The sun's going down.
It is daylight. Yes, it is. But I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. I didn't mean to cut his wisdom.
No, what were you saying?
But he needs to say that. You need to bring him on more platforms.
Much respect, brother.
Facts. We've actually been talking about getting him back on Unscripted for me and Pablo personally for months, and then we've been talking about it with him for the last couple weeks. So we're definitely, and we made it happen tonight, but we're gonna make it happen again.
He's my brother, though, G.
He's a great person.
Nobody know how social look out for me. Nobody got a clue how much social look out for me, man. They'll be
social, man. Likewise, social, like I said, like I was already doing lives here and there. Like he came on one of my lives, and that was just a random time, and just gave me some encouragement. And like from there, like it was like when I stopped and I just thought about it, like that was that one time. Like out of all the times I really got it, that kind of pushed me, and I never did that.
Nah, bro, he got heavy wisdom, bro. He didn't do that like narcissistic. He did that for you got brains, bro. You can change shit. You can help our culture.
I'm trying my best, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying my best. Some people are rejecting it, but
why do you think I was like going so hard, bro? Why do you think I would always bring that up about like? Because I probably felt more of a way about it than he did. I was like, yo, what the fuck? The fact that I felt like when people turned on social, I'm like, bro, he's like doing nothing but trying to help all these people, and like I just thought it was corny, to be real.
No, I can move it. Social no innovate. We never turn on him. That nigga helped me get to be time. Social send me cash ass when I'm lost in PA. Like social, I need help.
That's it.
Phenomenal.
I got you. That's what it is, bro. Like
I love him a lot, bro.
That's what I like
shit about him.
Likewise, bro. Yeah, it was. And like Pablo said, it bothered him more than it bothered me, because it's like I was like, whatever. If people don't want to fuck with the real, then that's cool. Like I'm glad that people showed their true colors, but like it definitely was corny though. And shout out to Pablo for calling it out.
I feel like the tide changed not only on you, but like people's opinion of me too. Like I feel like the tide kind of changed, but also. Yeah, like you said, it's like it's the real. And also the only reason I called it out so much and said it was corny is because I'm like, for what reason? I'm like, he did so good in the promo, he got you so invested in a battle that when he showed up and you felt like he didn't do 100%, now you like hate him. I'm like, it was like so weird. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's weird.
Battle rappers are promos. Like, what are we? Bro? Are we content creators? Like, at a certain point, you gotta say like, does my bars overstand my promo?
And that was the other thing too was
go beyond your bars. That means you was afraid to rap against me from the beginning.
But my promo was crazy, and the other thing too, like I fucked up in the battle, but like my bars were My bars were clearly better than his. So
yeah, you just didn't have the cleanest performance. Like that's what I don't understand. So like that's why you don't like him now. Like what the fuck?
People hated on me so much. They were like, "We're so disappointed, and you let the whole culture down." I'm like, "What the fuck, yo?"
Right, like
no one else who lost the crisis got that.
Right.
So social, we kind of dispensations of time to where if one person controls the narrative, but you don't control the narrative. You just bring us up to create something that's pure and that breaks the narrative, man.
Facts.
Bro, social, like this is real talk for me. Like this, I never stop saying this. When Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility, that is something that has, so you got to really analyze that at times. And this is literally kind of breaking everything down. What we're saying, like one thing, I'm gonna say something right, to be honest with you, because for that, especially because I was paying attention to everything going on with that whole situation. I don't think that it was because of the battle at all, for my opinion. And I don't think that, I don't know. I know you saying that because you would know more about if the way people are talking and whatever, but it's because like you was looked at, and I remember DME chats and a few other videos. It's like, all right, yeah, finally we're gonna have somebody who's gonna take our crisis. We were all like, it was like a thing. Like, even though, like I said, people were giving Crisis his props. Like, you won those battles, but we won these battles. But so at your time, it was like literally, I remember HB saying, all right, we know Social gonna do it so bad, but if he don't, I'm gonna battle Crisis. I remember him saying that specifically. So I'm just telling you all that, brother.
I remember that shit too.
And you know what? And look, I will admit, like, if I got all my rounds off perfectly, like, I definitely would have bodied him, but I still feel like there was such a crisis wave at that time that they still would have somehow tried to give him the win. But I don't know, maybe not. But I will say
why we did that. Why did we do that? That just means we some kind-hearted motherfuckers, bro.
But I will say this though. I think that in the long run, people would have realized and been like, all right, yeah, Social definitely won that battle. And look, man, and I apologize because you know what, I did get everyone hyped up and I did, but you know what, I like, as far as getting the material done that I needed to execute and kill him, I got that together. I just wasn't able to execute it the way it was supposed to be.
I will say, but you showed up though. So enough of these people, like anyone else would have been like, "Oh, I'm not feeling it today. I didn't sleep last night." Fucking, they were. And
I didn't sleep at all. Ask Pablo. I didn't sleep for like a day and a half straight.
I get props to that, bro. It's like you still showed up and fought through it, even when you were like choppy. You didn't like. You were like, "Oh, fuck, I messed it." It's like you still ran through it. Like, you know, what else? Yeah.
You see, that's kind of I like that.
So he would have done exactly what I would have done. He would have gave his 100%, whether people was expecting to receive it or not.
Yeah.
And you showed up right after. You didn't run away. You stood there and you spoke. That, and like that's what I say is where the great power responsibility really comes into place, because it's not just that they viewed you as the hero who's going to take out the villain. It was like, listen, when the crowd is saying you lost, even if you win, because sometimes there's recaps and we say they won, but the second it's opening up a bullseye to because it's like, oh, that's somebody who's supposed to be a hero and you let us down, you're going to get more tomatoes naturally because of your position.
Right.
And to not humbly take that.
So you're saying there's a time where the crowd say you lost, but you don't got to admit you lost, bro.
It's just
I know. Actually, after the battle, I said I don't know what, because everyone was saying I was crashing out, and I was like, I'm not crashing out. I feel like I won the battle. I feel like I won the first 2 rounds, and then I choked away the third. Like.
But sometimes we admit defeat by the people around us. I think that's what he's telling us. Like, y'all niggas never admit defeat, bro. No matter what people say.
But also, people said that I said you lost. I'm like, I never said Social lost the battle. I just people asked me about it, and I felt like because I was on the panel, I didn't want to just shit on the other person, and especially because he mentioned me, I didn't want to make it seem like personal. But I just said, it wasn't a good battle. Like
shout out to Brick Street, because he said it publicly the other day. Crisis didn't win that battle, and he messaged me right after the battle and was like, you got that battle. Like some people, like, I got a lot of messages. I'm not gonna name names. I only said his name because he said it publicly the other day.
But bro, what battle did that nigga win? So now we admitting that you suck? No, you been sucked.
Yeah. And I've been said it, so me and Pablo.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty public, where like I've been saying it from day one, and you know, I feel like that's why people finally came around. And it's not even just about like the bars; it's just like the whole like other shit. Like I don't know, I just felt like it's like, look, you can like Cliff does it too. You can bring like the Bible shit in your verse, but it felt like such a crutch for him, you know?
Yeah. What were you saying, Novate?
Yeah, you go.
Sorry for cutting you off, Pablo. But
no,
Pablo,
you go.
We put too much into our pen to let niggas get away with that type of shit, bro.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the thing when I do recaps and shit. It's like, it's not coming from like a like I'm just hating on people. You said this and I heard that before. It's like, well, maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know what's been said. Maybe like, to me, I would do it the same if I wrote a bar and I've heard it before. I critique myself the same way. So why would I not point out? Like I said, I do it to social. If he spits me a bar, I'm like, bro, this dude said that. Or I'm like, bro, come on, a superhero bar. Like I keep the same energy across the board, and it's not like hating. It's not like people look at it like I'm saying you're trash and I'm such a better writer. Like it's not that at all. I'm just pointing things out that I think I'm like, I have faith in you that you could do better than that. That's all it is, you know. Like, so to me, that's a sign of respect.
That's hard to receive, bro. People take that as an offense,
but
it's hard to receive that type of shit.
I take it as constructive criticism, and I run with it, and I make it better. You know, every time. Pablo's made me a lot better. Like. And I'm sure I made him better in ways, but like we both have written together a lot. So like if people say like we sound like when we rap, it's probably because we've written together for a very long time, you know. But we don't exactly have the same style at all.
No.
You know, sometimes maybe, but like we both have multiple styles, especially him.
I can tell y'all styles. Hell no. I'm scared. Pablo. I just I'd rather battle Pablo now before he really learned how fucking good he is. I was going to battle him.
But wait till you hear me on a track though. It's different than a battle. I'm way better on track.
Too, that like with the battle shit, I've never had like a battle and then had another battle like within a short period of time. There's always like mad long in between, sometimes like a year, 2 years. So I've never, that's why I did take the De Niro battle so soon after the Clip one, because I was like, well, let me actually do this consistently. And so when that's why I was mad it didn't happen. But like what Innovate's saying, if I act like, don't let me come in here and get comfortable and start doing it on like a schedule. If I start doing it like every couple months and I get really like, don't let me get comfortable in this shit, bro. Come on.
You'll make a joke out of it, but you'll be so funny, nigga. But I do miss De Niro though.
I mean, I only took the battle because I respected him, so I was like shocked at that whole situation.
But you know what? If he comes back, he deserves to be roasted for the double no show. Like nobody said shit about it except us. And when he comes back, everyone's gonna welcome him back like nothing ever happened because it was Pablo. But if it was someone else, if it certain other people.
Like I said, if you no-showed the Crisis battle, people would still be talking about it.
People would still be talking about it.
They'll be saying the same thing. So we kind of choosing persons a little bit. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not right. That's not good.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I try to like emphasize the point. Like, I don't care. Even if you don't like me, it's not about me. It's not about Pablo. It's about we have to set a standard. It has to be a unified front all across virtual that like this is unacceptable. You can't double duck battles when people, because I took not only all the time I took to write this shit, like I said, now I'm taking time away from my family. Like my family would be over on a fucking movie night and I'm upstairs writing and practicing. I took that Friday off work to do the battle, so I'm losing money. And then when I let him pick the day of the reschedule, which I didn't have to do that, I let him pick the reschedule day for him to do it again. I had to take that Friday off of work too. So now it's like, dude, I'm losing all this money, and just for people to not say anything and sweep it under the rug, I was like, that's corny. It's fuck if you like me or not. Like, it's setting a precedent.
That's not fair, but that's not fair to you, bro, at all.
Nah. But it is what it is. They're gonna pick and choose who they want to fight for. So.
But that's because there's sides. Like, is there a way to stop having to, like, we this is basically Democrat, Republican, Crips and Bloods, Nat and Kings Nietas again. Like,
we should all be united
but one thing we gotta ask ourselves is like,
it should be fair across the board.
How can that happen?
Exactly.
Because there's so many different types of personalities in this shit, and honestly, a lot like there's some personalities that think other personalities shouldn't be here, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's
virtual and virtual.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Virtual. Yeah,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, all right, is that bad? All right, so I mean, that's not. That's
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that's
and I'm not even
everybody else suspect. I'm the only
I'm
one.
not even
bro. We got the ghost here, bro. We gotta understand what we're saying to each other. Like, we gotta be sensitive to each other's mission, bro. We gotta be sensitive to each other's goals.
Yep. And when I said what I said, I wasn't even talking about me and Pablo. Like, I'm talking about
I didn't take
it other platforms.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Overall.
Exactly.
But man, it is what but like I said, this Danny Myers thing, hopefully it's one step closer to us all being able to be one united front, because that's really what we need to be.
So how about let's proactively, I mean, everybody who's a part of this, proactively use that. Like, in other words, how about a type of conference where everybody, we don't even got to be talk. Everything is in the past. Don't even got to bring anything up. Let's start off fresh, tabula rasa, a blank slate. And this is the reason we all united for that, and started off with an actual union. I mean, some type of thing. I don't know. Whoever's like, whoever.
No, you're right, bro. You're right, bro. But we starting this here, so you gotta run with that for us, because you right. We starting this here. So you gotta run with that idea for us, bro.
I'll do it. I mean, I'll talk, because whatever I could organize and set anything up, and y'all, and I'll, whatever happened, you just let me. I don't know. I just know it. The people who I know who's running things. That's why I was like a little lost. Who's possibly, maybe it's people I don't know, but from what I'm thinking, I know Adept. We got Yo-Yo. We got.
It don't matter though. We give you concrete. We give you respect. It don't matter who they are. You just gotta do what you're gonna do. We listening to you now, bro.
All right, so say let's set something up, and then we reach out, and it don't even matter. They don't have to start off with everybody. That's another thing. When we trying to unite something, we looking at perfection. It don't have to be a utopia. If it's just us first, let that be it. And whoever it is gonna be, pretty sure Depp and other people running things.
Right. I always say that though. I always say, bro, we don't need to be kumbaya in every second of the day, but like it should at least be like a mutual respect or something.
Right.
And
that could be, that's fire.
We can't take ourselves backwards, bro.
Exactly. I think, and this is that, like Social said, this is something that you're right. I see this. This is so united that I heard so much people already saying that they're gonna join and write bars already, and people that I didn't see and hear from in a while. So it's like, yeah, that's a perfect time.
Right, that's fire.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So that's something we can add on, and then that's something we could probably put as a class, and then we can do a PSA.
Yeah, man.
You gotta lead you, right? Whatever God tell you to do, God putting you as an ambassador over some shit that you just came in. So you gotta control that. You gotta be confident in what God told you to do.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to Rack. We trust Rack, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Facts. I want to get him up here.
Brad gotta trust God to know that God put him in his position, so he gotta.
I wanted to get him up here.
Yeah, I've had great conversations with Tenrak.
Yeah, I want to get him up here.
That's righteous. That's fine. Respect.
But I said that's righteous, right, my nigga? I love you, nigga. That's righteous.
Love you too, brother. All day, always. That's the reality. Like we all got common goals, but that idea of letting everything go and just starting off straight, literally 9 out of 10 times, everybody's with that, but nobody suggested.
Right. Bro, I'm always with that. That's what I was saying. Like, even the other shit that I said, bro, I'm even right now, I was like, I'm not like mad about it. I don't like care enough. Like,
I've been hearing you say that from day one. Exactly.
Right. And like, literally,
the premise of our conversation, but we have to their own. The premise has always been peace, bro.
Facts. And honestly, like, that's the only reason I even came into the virtual, because I mean, look, I've been watching like DME, Adept and shit. It's like I've been watching them for mad long. I wasn't really all in the chat like that because, you know, I wasn't the type of personality that was like looking for any like fame or anything. But when I saw that I could like help it, like, oh, you know, like I could come in here and do that. Like, it's the reason I took the battle for free the first time. And like, it's the reason I came in here, because I fuck with this shit. And I felt like if I could add anything to it, like, why not?
That's right.
So Pablo, you saying you wasn't looking for any attention, but you just gave your heart to better the culture. That's great.
Yeah, that's all I've been trying to do. Honestly, that's why it's like, it's funny. It's an angle. People always say like, you've been battling this long and you're not like here with it. And it's like, but bro, like maybe you're not getting this. I've never booked a battle. I've never went out of my way to try to get battles. I've never, like, I could have been, even like 10 years ago, I could have been battling bigger names. But to me, I was like, well, what's the end? I was never trying to be a battle rapper. I only did it because I fuck with the culture. And like,
you missed the opportunity because you was an important battle rapper. You came into battle rap. You should have let people know how important you are at the same time, because you paid your dues, man.
Yeah, I've been paid my due, but like, just to me, it was always like, it was something I liked doing. It was always more last minute. People would hit me up and say, yo, we need a battle for the card, or this person backed out, or even like I shared it on my community post the other day. There's a battle where literally this kid's opponent didn't show up, and I battle him right then and there on like fucking half-hour notice. Like, I do that shit for the culture. And I even said, like, for future reference, if someone backs out on a card, like, give me, if there's like even a day's notice, I'll write around in a day and come up and bet. Like, I'm down with that type of shit.
That's so needed. That's profound. That's fire, bro.
That's very needed.
Yeah, support that all day, every day. Like.
Right. And that was basically my whole point with the Danny Meyer shit, was like, bro, what, you can't just turn a camera on and rap for 10 minutes when you've had all this time to prepare? Basically, I was saying, what, I could do this right now with no preparation. Literally just turn on and start rapping this second. So like, that was kind of the whole point of it, basically. Like,
so that's even makes it even better.
Bro, we know from the real congeniality of this shit, the real reality of this shit. It must have been something else, because he had no problem rapping. We didn't rap together outside of venues. Like, yeah, it must have been something else.
Absolutely, that's what I say too. Like that, but that is kind of it's like a weird thing. It's, we personally, from his whole reputation, that don't sound like that. But at the same time, if a bully don't stand up to a bully, you end up becoming a bully. And T-Rex basically bullied him, and that cycle with him doing that is like coming back to here, where now I don't know, like even with that last thing, I don't remember hearing excuse. I don't remember somebody ever clearing that up and saying, yeah, this is, I got that call immediately, and that's why I know he didn't show up. And not saying that he has to, but when you
I mean, that's all it is. Like, bro, you can't even just tell someone you're not coming, or why, or an explanation or something. It's, to me, that's like, you look at it as it, like, you're looking at it like a joke. or like someone hit you up behind the scenes like to sabotage it. Basically, it's like what other reason is there to not even explain yourself? Like,
Pablo, why us? Why? Cause me, you, and Pyro are under Danny Myers and Trauma. Like, why you fucking with us, bro? Maybe
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get like.
But everybody got a chance to redeem himself, and with that going out, that would be a nice chance to do something, dedicate, say something like what Pop, like imagine now Danny saying, "Listen, guys, I apologize," and what Pablo said, for the next 3 to 5 virtual battle rap, different all the league owners, I'm gonna give y'all one free event, something like that.
Right,
yeah,
like that would shift the energy that simple, and people being looked down to being a messiah in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. Who can we compare that to? What bro did to us? It's tough.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that. I mean, I don't know the situation with the other event, but at least with this event, it didn't like damage it too much. So that's what, if he was like willing to pull up and do like some kind of, you know, a makeup battle, or, you know, like you said, do it on the house, like, yo, my bad, like I'll do a makeup battle, or I'll do a 1 round with whoever, but like,
yeah, something like that. That is a lot of
something.
Even with that would be, you know what, now you and it's good because sometimes people say they don't have ideas. So if anybody, that would be even ill to just come up, just don't even announce anything, let this whole Danny Myers thing come up, and on that event come up, and just like you said, Pablo, you made a diss track about me, and you said you'll be able to freestyle live, and he battles you live right there on that event, and lives up to the challenge. That would put everybody in infamy, right, and like a whole. Mm-hmm. That's another thing I'm saying. That's Messiah shit right there. Like that's the type of
don't
thing.
Don't even announce it. Just surprise, pull up battle. Right.
You put them on the spot to where you bringing it back to the original battle rap days.
Basically. That's what's needed, bro. I think, in my opinion, I feel like we going back. The life goes in a cycle, right? And if we go back into the 1920s, that was where the Harlem Renaissance coming into, right before the Great Depression. The Harlem Renaissance is what made everything from Paul Robeson to all the Madam C.J. Walker, all of them, they really built off of coming up in that 1920s when everything was going on. We in that same cycle right now. We're going into a situation like in 29 where they had the Great Depression. Right after 29, we had World War II. I mean, that's literally what we're going into. If you look at the time, and the underground, that they became millionaires during the Great Depression times. Everything was sold. It was basically like barter system. So if you out there doing handwork and you out there been building up a foundation, now that's what I'm saying. If we could bring this together, this will be the new thing. Like everything shut down. They can't put these big leagues. They can't do any more bookings for whatever reasons. And everything is back to like the Covito era. That whole thing gonna happen again. And this is what it's gonna be. And if this platform is already here, it's a game changer.
You know what's crazy, bro? I used to do virtual. Like I'm gonna do virtual to go to the stage. Now I just want to do virtual to make this better. I ain't thinking about them niggas. I want us to be better. So it's a difference.
I like that. I like that thought, Innovate.
Righteous, man. Yep. Anything I could do to help. I think this is a beautiful thing. I love stuff like this. Like that's what I'm all about.
Fact.
That's a fact, bro. That's
respect
a fact.
to whoever up there in the mainstream too. Is not putting them down, but it is saying we not allowing you guys to just put us down and we're not gonna say anything. Like that's my
right.
We're making our mark.
Facts.
Bro, because I could have had KOTD battles, GX battle. Like I could be battling on a stage, but it's like I came over here because I fuck with this shit and to make it better. And you know, like because like I said, to me, when I first came over to virtual, like I saw it a certain way. Like it was like Seizure, Clip, Innovate, you know, Loso. Like I'm looking at these fucking goats that were. It's like. To me, it was like, oh wait,
and Loso was brand new at the time,
right? To me, it was like, okay, you're removing all the crowd gassing.
Right in with these niggas, like I can fit right in with these.
Right. To me, it was like, oh, these are MCs. It's more about the pen. There's no crowd bias. It's not about we like this person more. It's like it's going just like you said. Virtual is the smallest room. Like people say, small room, and you said it's the smallest room imaginable. And I love that. Like it was like it's bringing back the essence of like make it about bars, you know.
Facts, bro.
So that's why I even came over here in the first place, and like that's why, you know, I am debating like battling a Latin Pain or something. It's like, to me, I don't give a shit if you only had fucking 2 battles on virtual. Like, I'm not chasing big names, you know. Like, I don't give a fuck
asked
about
Pablo
that.
to come over to virtual, and he's like, "Well, I'd have to see, like, I'd have to watch some of the guys and see who's dope." And like, it's funny because like when Adept said clip, I knew like, oh shit, like that's a big battle, and he said clip right off rip, like, so he's trying to test Pablo. So I gotta like tell Pablo, like, look, you got a fire opponent, you got to battle, and then. So like, but Pablo had already seen one of Clip's battles because he had already started researching, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I watched 1 or 2 of his battles or whatever," and so he knew what he was getting into, and I'm so glad that Adept put that out there for Pablo's first battle because instead of like,
if he said like some other names he could have said, like I'm not gonna say, but I would have been like,
I'm not gonna say any names.
I'm not. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
But you never duck shit anyway.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. It's like I'm not ducking no one. Like, but to me, it's like it has to make sense though too. You know, like if I'm gonna, like I said, it's happened too many times where I spend the time to write and prepare and all this shit, and it's like even if they do show up, like some people, if I have to sit there while they're rapping and go, ugh, like I prepared for this, like respectfully, it's like I'm only trying to battle killers, you know.
Right.
I want someone to push my pen. If I'm battling someone, because I've done it where I battle people that, in my opinion, I'm like, well, them at their best is not even me at my, like that's just how I think as a MC. Like, you know, you have to be confident. I'm like, them at 100 could not beat me at like 75. So I don't get motivated to go to 100. And I've had those battles. That's why I wrote on the way to the venue and stuff. And I'm like, I've had those. I'm all set. At this point, I'm not chasing battles. So to me, that's when I say it has to make sense. It has to be someone that I look at like, oh fuck, I can't play around with them, or else is it like it's gonna get bad. Like, so I need to innovate, a seizure, someone that's gonna push my pen to make me take it serious, you know. Or else, what's the point? It's just like,
you don't want to fight someone that you're just gonna beat the shit out of. You want to fight
that's
someone
why
that's gonna give you a good fight.
Like the Crisis run, I said, bro, would you want to see Mike Tyson fight Glass Joe? Like it'd be over in 30 seconds.
Right.
No, you wouldn't want to watch that. But if it was like Evander Holyfield and Tyson, now it's like, okay, now it makes sense. Now it's a pay-per-view. Now people gonna want to watch it. Like,
right.
You know?
And both of them are gonna be at their best because they know what they up against.
Right. That's what happens when you get like. That's how Buster Douglas like wound up winning, because Mike Tyson's like, he was on a streak and he's like, oh, who's this dude? And nobody wasn't at 100. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get caught lacking, you know.
Look, I've been getting lucky, Pablo. I know what you're saying. I've been getting lucky to where all my battles been tough, but don't nobody want no fucking easy battle, bro.
Right. I'm all set. What's the point? Like, I'd rather make music. I'd rather make tracks or do a show or anything. Like, to me, an easy battle
coming soon, by the way.
It's a waste of time, to be real. And like, no disrespect to the MCs. I'm just saying I've had my time wasted enough with like no shows and battles that I shouldn't even have taken. So I'm like, I'm good.
Right. That's the thing. All the people that no showed Pablo are battles that like he shouldn't have even been in anyway. But like
I was doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Even
because I never booked Pablo into a shit battle. Like I always tried to get him against someone dope, but like they'd book him against someone trash and they wouldn't fucking show up. It's like, dude.
Right. I should be battling like Blackwood, Tusabe, fucking Clip. Like these are the people I should be battling, not respect to De Niro, but I took that more as a favor to him because Caesar couldn't do it, and I know he wanted to make a comeback because he was getting punched
and
on.
people wanted to see that, like,
right? But more so because people were like punching on him for his last couple battles. I was like giving him a chance to like reintroduce himself, redeem himself. So that I think that's why I got so fucking mad. It's not just that I've been no-showed so many times for him to do it again twice. It was the fact it was like, bro, I did it for you. I wasn't looking to battle you. I wasn't even really motivated to battle you, but I respected you and I gave you a chance to like redeem yourself, and only for you to do that.
Well, that's the problem. Hold on. Well, that's the problem. Hold on, Innovate. That's the problem with people like De Niro, though. 1 foot in, 1 foot not even 1 foot in, half a foot in, and the other 1.5 out. It's like, bro, you clearly don't want to battle. Stop accepting battles. You know that.
Right. It just gets to a point where people like talk about his past performances, and he feels like, oh, that's how y'all feel. I got to show you up. But then in the next breath, will say, I'm not a battler. I'm not trying to do it. It's like, well, yeah,
right.
That's the issue. It's like either you're all in or you're all out. And when I'm not all in, I don't take battles. That's it.
But Pablo, you still around, bro. You got to look at it like that. Like you withstood the test of time. That type of.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're right.
Bro, that's the thing is like, you know, a lot of people say like, oh, they had to transition to different eras. Go back to my first battle and watch my last one. I've been writing the same the whole time. It's just the 2012 era, like maybe people weren't like I guess like the Chilla scheme and stuff was kind of big. It
was just different.
Right. And people now, I feel like there's a lot of like, you know, styles changed and like twerk changed stuff.
A lot of progression.
Yeah, a lot of like performance-based stuff. But I still write the same way I've never changed my style. Really, in writing, it's just I incorporated a little more like performance aspect to it, but I didn't have to transition. The pen, if your pen's fire, it's fire. It don't matter if it's 2009 or 2024. Fire is fire.
Facts.
You know, so I think that just shows the fact that I've been around the whole time and I've been winning battles. Like, you know, I didn't have to change. I didn't have to adapt or adjust. It's you know.
Right.
Talk your shit.
And Novate, man, how's the healing process with the leg, with the ankle?
Facts. I was gonna ask about that. Good question.
Shin or whatever it is. Yeah, you're doing your thing exactly.
You muted. Innovate.
No. Did Innovate win the pot?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Interesting though. It's always good conversations up here, man. Appreciate y'all. But like,
yeah, we got to end this definitely by like 9:30. So we're gonna start wrapping up around 9:25. But
I just seen it. Right.
I didn't. Y'all don't know what I do. Y'all just know what I've done. Like me and D Money, we both done. I think that was an equal battle. Even if I would have won, I would have been like split the money between both of us, bro.
Hold on. Whoa. Did you say you didn't win the pot?
I said even if I won the pot, I would have split it with him.
But did you?
I did. So
okay. I'm good. I'm glad. Even though I voted for Rio, I'm glad you won. Because I said I wanted to get.
Deserved it, bro. I did not beat D Money. We deserved to split that battle of the night.
That's mad righteous.
Yeah, because it was battle of the night.
It was, and that was me and him. So I asked the Def to send him half of the winning. We won it last night because D Money, we both won that, bro. Ain't no whole ass nigga. That was the best D Money I've ever fucking saw, bro.
He went in. That's fire. That's righteous of you, though, bro. That's a beautiful thing for people to hear too. Like that really does exist, and you know those things go far away because it's not just the action; it's the lesson in that we need to see more. We need to see that like good, or I don't like to say that, but like a righteous path or something that somebody really standing on. It really exists. Like that's a beautiful thing. And yeah, like I said, how's your healing process, brother? Talking about standing on. Okay, good.
You know I'm 51 years old yesterday, but here I still got this shit on my leg, bro.
Nah,
So I
yeah,
can't walk. Yeah, I got the boot on, man. But I just turned 51 yesterday, man. So y'all wish me happy birthday.
Nah,
Man,
definitely.
I wish I knew that, yo. Happy birthday.
And what's the best way to contact you, bro?
51.
What's the best way to contact you on IG? What's the best way to contact you?
Oh man, the Take Back BRC on Gmail.
All right, let me write that down.
Thanks, brother. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna go home, man. But
yes, sir. We're gonna be ending this anyway, so that's dope.
Yeah, it's a fire, bro. Fire.
Great episode. Thank y'all both.
Yo, you said what you said, take back BRC at Gmail, right? I just make sure.
Yeah, take back BRC, right?
I'll reach out, and I'm gonna reach out to social too, because I know it just in case I don't, because whatever. Sometimes with the email, reach it out because I definitely want to get in touch soon. Definitely.
For sure. Yo, thank you both for coming up here tonight.
Yeah, this was way better than the shit stuff we were gonna do. We were both kind of like, man, battle rap history again, third week in a row. We were both kind of not feeling it, like.
And Innovate, and MME will attest to this. This was last minute.
That's crazy, right?
Literally. With it, like a few, like MME hit me up like 3 hours before, like, yo, at like 2 or 3 o'clock, like, yo, what's up for the night? I'm like,
right, and that's dope because, like I said, we've been saying, bro, we got to get MME back up on it. Like we've been
said it,
but just like trying to plan it out and which days and which week. And it's like, yo, we do it unscripted, and then literally like 2 or 3 days go by. It's already like Wednesday by the time we're like, so what are we doing on the next one? Right. And kind of like we're trying to set it up like ahead of time to know like not just next week's guest, but the one after that. And it's like sometimes it's like we're juggling so many balls. It's like pause, I guess. But we're trying to get everything lined up. But like for something like this to happen, and it was like. Didn't even need notice. We both were kind of like, we're doing this topic tonight. So the fact that it happened the way it did and it all worked out, that's fire. That's even better for the unscripted aspect of it.
Absolutely. Right. Made for a better show.
Even the guest was unscripted.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, the build was phenomenal, man. The chat, the build, the conversation, the interaction, all that, like that goes a long way. And like I said, it's hopefully. I mean, we're gonna set something up too. I definitely want y'all on the channel too. Like,
for sure.
So we'll just tell the people now. Like, me and Pablo are gonna go on MME's channel. He's gonna interview us. We're gonna kind of interview him. It's gonna be a dope like back and forth kind of conversation.
Flip that shit. Flip that shit on. Interview you. Nah, you interviewing him.
Why ain't got no credit cards?
You'll be having the shit delivered to your neighbor, right?
Yeah,
that's gonna be better. That's gonna be my first official one that I'm setting up like that on my own. So I'm excited about that. Man,
that's dope, bro. That's dope.
Salute, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Always, man. Anytime too. Like I said, every time I'm gonna be watching anyway. Like I said, I just put it in my background, so it's on. But every time I get it for some free time, even if it's something that we don't schedule, I'm always just like, I know, like anytime. This is like another second home right here. I'll pop up anytime.
Hell yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up, man.
All right, man. So we got wrapping up?
Yes, sir. We're about to wrap it up.
15, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, definitely salute y'all, man.
Episode. Perfect.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Yeah, I'm reaching out to both of y'all, man. Keep doing your thing. We gonna stay in touch.
Yo, you too, man. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Right.
Yo, shout out to MME, man.
That was fire, bro.
Yo, and go listen to his music. He goes by the name of Bills, BILL $. Fire music. Bills is Due is the name of the album. Go check it out. It's dope.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out because at first they're like, oh, and I'm like, well, fuck, 2 guests, and then we were worried about like, well, if Innovate pulls up, how's his audio gonna be? And then, like. So it wound up working out. That's dope.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all. Well, this has been episode 22 of Unscripted Logic. I am Social Assassin.
And I am the GOAT. Pablo.
There we go. And we out this bitch. Oh, yo, first, real quick, Latin Pain next week, episode 23.
Fire.
We out this bitch.
Go watch my gangsta.
Nope.
Combos to Pablo.
Yeah, go subscribe to Pablo. Facts. We
More
out this
more
bitch.
shit coming. Peace.
Peace.